This is the CheckDown. No fluff. No filters. Just football.
Yo, welcome to another episode of the CheckDown. I'm one of your hosts, Smitty. Apologize about the delay. We was having some good conversation backstage. I lost track of time, but we here now. Yeah, man. So appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Appreciate y'all for showing love every week. You know what I mean? I'm back with the crew though, man. So Dre, what's good?
Hey, man.
And don't tell us those lies, man. Don't tell us those lies,
man.
We want to hear them lies, man.
The new Jack City era begins. It's new Jack City time, man. I got Harbaugh. I got Jackson Dart. I got Scatterboo. I got a multitude of defenders we can deploy in a multitude of different ways.
What?
Oh man, look. I am the Patriots of last season. So next season, y'all gonna have to deal with me. So I'm doing great.
Hey, what you just told me though, Dre, just came across my timeline too.
In fact, no, I mean that's what it is. All they're doing is trying to push out.
Hey, sir. So this is the exact memo that just came across mine. It says, as the Giants and John Harbaugh negotiations continues, here's a nugget that I've learned. Harbaugh, in his tenure as the Baltimore Ravens head coach, did not report to the GM, but reported directly to the owner, Steve Biscotti. That hasn't been the Giants' normal chain of command historically, which gives us the sense of why it's not been a simple process to get him to sign.
Oh, no, they ain't going to do that.
I love it, man. We've been a dumpster fire for the last 15 years. You remember on the last episode, I said I felt like, or I don't know if it was the last one, but one of the last ones, that I felt like it might have been somewhat the league stepping into, right, and kind of like getting involved in this. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about. Like we needed to get these people out of power. That you can make the money, you just can't make the decision. That's been the issue, and we're gonna be good going forward, man. I got Harbaugh. I'm good.
John Harbaugh is a difference maker. Okay, all right. What's up, Smitty?
Yes, he is.
I'm chilling, man. What's good with you?
I can't call it. Ready to get it going, brother.
Yeah, Pop. What's good with you?
I'm chilling. Glad to be back with the people.
JMIK, what's happening?
Oh, not much, man. I'm relaxing right now, man. My team don't play till tomorrow, so I'm
nothing much, man. Nothing much, man. You know, I'm in the second round. You know what I mean? I made it. I won last. God damn you niggas, man.
I mean, I ain't even say I won. I'm just kicking back today, man. I'm gonna try to relax and watch these two games and I'm gonna see what happens, man. We're gonna get another home game, pretty much.
Y'all better be glad I'm babysitting because the way my face look right now about you niggas, man, it's disgust. You hear me?
Now what I done did? I ain't even did nothing.
I mean, you won the Super Bowl last year, anyways, man. So
Mike, you unmuted. You unmuted, sir.
Oh,
sir, you unmuted.
Not too much on Germany's team.
Oh my God!
Too much on
Hey,
fire freak nigga.
Who is signing these papers for him to be a part of all these organizations, my guy?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I need to call management, man. They let him do too much. He doing too much ripping and running, man. Hey, y'all know how y'all see the people that be on the be like going viral because they be like at different games, but they like dress up in the team attire at different games, like the little Asian girl from like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
that's Dre, bro. That's Dre.
Oh bro, she's still around. She's still around.
I know she is. She just not viral no more. They don't care no more.
It might be me soon, man. You never know. I might pop up one day in a Rams jersey or a Rams hoodie. I might pop up the next day in a Seahawks hoodie. You never know what I'll pop up.
Wow.
You gotta tune in. Look, you gotta tune in every week.
You sign up for this?
You'll see, man. Every week I might have something different for you.
Him rocking Seahawks gear, man. Y'all signing up on this? Rams gear, Seahawks, Bears gear.
Hey, look,
What's going
man.
on?
Whoever wants to
Hey,
switch
man.
teams, they can switch whatever they do. I know I don't switch.
Oh, well, no team switching. I am a Giant for life, but
Once you put on that gear, you know what the perception can be, man.
What's good with you though, Drop? How you feeling, bro?
I'm cooling it, man. Just ready for this game, man.
Yeah.
We didn't get to play last week. We had
Yeah.
we was a little, what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Had a
boy.
little time extra to sleep.
You got
Yeah.
a sticky situation on your hands though, Drop. We're gonna get in that in a minute, though. We're gonna get in that in a minute. Z, what's good with you, fam?
Not much,
you there?
man. Just chilling.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh,
Y'all
I
can hear me?
was about to say he over there doing his
You
prayers,
good?
brother.
You said what?
He over there
You
saying his
praying?
prayers. Yeah, he praying.
Okay.
Nah. Ain't no need for no prayer.
Oh shit.
Okay, all right,
All
then.
right. Need to hear that type of talk.
Cybo, what's happening?
What's the deal, yo? Shit, nigga just woke up. I ain't gonna hold you. Tired as hell. I'm ready for tomorrow, nigga. Ready, nigga.
Z talking about he don't need no prayers for you, little nigga.
No, sir. All I need is some fresh salmon and a TV, and I'm good. That's it.
All right, before we get into the slate of the football, let's talk about the 7th seed. Historically, right now, the 7th seed, since they've been introduced, has only had one winner. In overall, they are 1-11. In the old format, I mean, the 6th seed had a pretty good record. You know what I mean? Do y'all think we should go back to the original format where you get the 2 buys? You know what I mean? There's only 6 seeds. Like, it seems like for the NFC, right? The 7th seed only benefit one team, the one out there in Wisconsin. It's the only one that's really been a 7th seed multiple times.
But are they really benefiting? Because they only got one win, right?
They're the
Take
only
that
one with a
shit
win.
away. I'm tired of them wasting people's time. Take that shit away from them bums.
Everybody beat the
I think
Packers
they've been
in
to
the
JMIK. I
playoffs.
think
I
they've
done
been to
beat the
7th seed
Packers
4
in the
times.
playoffs. Samo done beat the Packers. Everybody beat the Packers in the playoffs, man. It is what it is.
Should we take the 7th seed away though? I mean, should we go back to the old format and give 6 teams, run it? You get 2 buys.
I'm not gonna lie to you though. With the 1-buy system, what it does though, it makes the end of the season a lot more interesting. I'll say that because when we had a six seeds and you had the top 2 teams get the bye, like a lot of times, man, like you would get a lot of teams resting players the last week or 2 of the season. So, I mean, you kind of got to balance that. I mean, I'd probably just stick with the same system personally.
I agree with you. Keep the system the way it is now. Because if you go back to the old system, I think, first of all, like you said, the end of the season isn't as interesting. And then I remember in the past when there would be, I mean, wasn't there a year, JMIK, y'all won 11 games and missed the playoffs?
Yeah. I think that was the year Brady tore his ACL. I think it was 2008.
So, like, I feel like I don't really like seeing teams go 11-6 or 11-5 and not make the playoffs. And I think the new format kind of prevents that, right? We see sometimes 3 teams from the same division making the playoffs because that division is just that good. And if we go back to the old system, it takes that away. So I say you stick with the system the way it is.
Sir, what you think, bro?
I agree. Ain't no need to change it. We here now. We just gotta figure out how to keep them sorry ass Packers out of the 7th seed.
has not been beneficial though. Like I understand what Dre. I understand Dre saying like they missed 11.
Yeah, but the question I asked is like when you say it's not beneficial,
right.
like who are you talking about? It's not beneficial to. Are you talking about the 7th seed, or are you talking about just
the 7th seed?
But I feel like it's been beneficial to the 2 seed.
The 7th seed is 1-11, bro.
Yeah, but the 2 seed is 11-1. Just saying. And then I mean the 2 seed
says the guy that's the 2 seed right now. Says the guy that's the 2 seed right now. Y'all know that, right?
And I would have said this shit last year when I wasn't in the playoffs, man. I pretty keep it, above board and honest, bro. Like even if I wasn't the 2 seed, I say the same thing because the 2 seed should have the advantage in the 2-7 matchup, man. I mean, it's just like you know, the 1 seed should have the advantage, just like the 3 or the 4 seed. Like when you win your division and you get one of them top 4 seeds, no matter what conference you're in, you're supposed to be at, you know, you're supposed to get the advantage.
I mean, look, I might be a little biased too in this conversation because I didn't see my team win the Super Bowl as a wild card team. Right? Like, you get hot at the right time. I don't think it matters if you're the 7 seed, 6 seed, 5 seed. Like, get hot at the right time. You're just hot at the right time. We haven't seen that yet, but it'll happen. We'll get there. It'll probably be a team that's injured early in the year, gets healthier throughout the year.
Wouldn't the 3 play the 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 3 plays the 6 right now, yeah. I mean, but look at like the 49ers have that potential. Like they weren't the 7 seed, but they were the 6 seed.
It's 17-15, JMIK. 17-15, 3 seed up. It's closer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like the 6 seed is going to be a better team. I mean, that's just the chances are they're going to have more wins or whatever. But not like, you know, I mean, look at this year's bracket. Like you have the Bills and the 49ers. They're both 6 seeds. I know they're not the 7 seed per se, but they're the 6 seed, and they have a chance to get to the conference championship game this weekend. I mean, all I gotta do is win.
All you gotta do is win.
Yeah, so all you gotta do this weekend is just win. It don't matter, you know. I mean, don't matter if you win by 40 or you win by 1. All you gotta do is win.
Yeah, seeding doesn't matter once you get to the playoffs. To me, because I look at the playoffs as a new season. Like to me, it's a different ball game. That's why you see teams that are really good in the regular season or quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson that are really good in the regular season, and then you know the playoffs come around and then they forget how to play football. Like, not everybody's built for playoff football, but there's some teams that they just get better in the playoffs. Like the Texans right now are a scary football team because they're hot. Like even with the turnovers they had last week, they won the football game.
It's the asterisk on the Texans, respectfully, but I hear you.
Not too much on the Tuscaloosa Texans.
Man, you can't
another
have
one of those
Tuscaloosa Texans. Bro, no. Hey, on some real shit. On some real shit. If you look me dead in the eye and tell me in that first game, after your offense almost had 6 total turnovers, and you telling me that's a scary team, I can't agree with that. They had 2 picks, 2 fumbles lost, and then he fumbled the ball 4 fucking times total. Like, I don't fear that. I just got to be like, hey, we got to capitalize on opportunities. That's what I'm telling my team.
Well, good teams figure out ways to win football games, right?
I'm glad you're talking about the Chicago Bears because that's how I feel about them too. Good teams find ways to win games, bro. You know, that's so crazy you say that. Like, I hear you, brother. I hear you.
I mean, y'all are a good team, yeah. Y'all ain't the Tuscaloosa Texans, but y'all a good team though.
Before looking at
Texans
it, right?
Crazy,
looking at the records of like the 6 seed versus the 3rd seed, the 2 seed versus the 7 seed, I thought it was more even. Like looking at it, I just looked it up since 2002. The 3rd seed versus the 6th seed. The 3rd seed is only up 2 games, 17-15. The 2nd seed versus the 7th seed is 1-11. That 7th seed is buns.
I mean, it might be. But at the end of the day, to me, it's just like, you know, I mean, like when you're at 2 and a 7, the 2 seed is the second best team in the conference. They should be that much better than the 7 seed. They just should be. I mean, if you know, I mean, if you're not, I'm not sure what to tell. I'm not sure what to tell you. Like, maybe the 7 seed had like injuries going into the playoffs or something. I mean, who knows? But like they were fighting just to try to get in the playoffs.
What's the separation between the 6 seed and the 7 seed? A game? Sometimes a tiebreaker?
Yeah, probably a tiebreaker again.
Quite literally this year, it was a tiebreaker with the Packers.
Okay, so in that situation,
and I think in the AFC it's the same way too. It was a tiebreaker.
Mm-hmm. So what are we really talking about then? Right? Because like, are we saying then if you flip those 2 teams, the Packers maybe win because they're the 6 seed now instead of the 7? Like,
I just don't think the Pack. I think they had too many injuries, man. I don't think they were really going to beat anybody. Maybe if you switch the Bill, but I mean, again, if you switch the Bills and the Chargers, then we would have played the Bills. But we had beaten the Bills already this year. We went 1-1. So I mean, I could say that game could have went either way. Like they could have won or we could have won.
Them injuries don't mean nothing when you up 21-3 at the half.
Well, no, that's just terrible coaching. But it's terrible coaching and the fact that you haven't won a game since the 7th of December.
I mean, they were
That's
just
still
lucky that the
crazy to me.
Lions lost out. Like if the Lions had started winning, the Packers might not have made the playoffs.
Yeah.
So I mean, like they kind of benefited from the Lions getting a lot of injuries, losing a lot of games, and they just couldn't battle for that last spot.
Yeah, I'm not mad at the 7th seed because it gives a little more room for you to. I mean, it gives more leeway throughout the season, right? Like if you have an injury, there's still chance that you can sneak into that 7, right? Like all it takes is you to get healthy at the right time. Let's say
Yeah.
2-3 important pieces for you go down early in the season. You squeak by, you get that 7 seed. Now you're in the playoffs, and you have those guys coming back. That's a whole new football team. It's not the
And I
same
wouldn't,
football team that barely made the playoffs at that point.
I wouldn't be surprised that at some point we get a 7 seed that make it to the Super Bowl, though. I think that's coming on the horizon. Obviously it's not happening this year. But I just think sooner or later, like you're gonna get one of those teams that had to fight and claw their way into the playoffs and play every game of maybe of the last month of their season like it was a playoff game, and they're gonna get into the playoffs and they're gonna be hot and they're gonna roll through the playoffs and they're gonna get to the Super Bowl. I just think it's gonna happen at some point.
Anybody else got an opinion on Ron? You just got here, bro. What's good?
You got Jarek in the building too.
Yeah. And we got a full house today. But yeah, I mean, and we were just talking about like the playoff seeding, and I mean, like, should we keep the like the seeding the way that it is? Should we go back to the old system of only having like I mean six playoff teams per conference, or should we keep the current system? So since we have some new people pop in, and y'all can tap in on that.
I mean, it's fine how it is. Like, there's no real reason, I guess, to change it. Like, I can see why people were apprehensive at first, adding that extra team, taking away the 2 seed bye. But yeah, I think I'm used to it now. It don't make no difference to me, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't even really think about the old format no more. It just this is what it is, man. I just feel like making sure you can't you have to win the NFC. You have to have the best record in your division. And you got to get the number 1 seed. It's just that simple, So I like it. It makes it more competitive. Like the end of the first round seed came down to week 18. Seattle, when they get it, San Fran get it, they win it. So I like it. It makes good cinema for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing in the AFC too. Like Denver had to win it. Denver didn't win. We would have got it. And like to that question, the only time I ever think about the old format is like when the Patriots were a 2 seed. I'd be thinking like, damn, well, this is, this was like 5-6 years ago. Shit, we had to buy 2. But I wasn't harping on. I'm just like, whatever, man. We in the playoffs. We got to win games. I mean, it was what it was.
You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. This year. So if you look, you probably wouldn't even have played week 18 with your starters.
Well, yeah,
because you would have had a bye. What would be the point of even playing?
Well, for the Patriots, we would have had to because, like, if we would have lost and the Jaguars would have won, we would have moved down to the 3. So in the old format, we still would have had to play for that.
Okay.
And I think it was the same way in the NFC too, because I think it was the Bears and the Eagles, and I think if the Bears didn't win and the Eagles won, the Bears would have. I mean, the Eagles would have moved into the 2, and the Bears would have slid to the 3. So I think it was, like this year, like we had a lot of teams with a lot of wins, pretty much. Man, we had a lot of 11, 12, and 13 win teams this year, man. But also we had a lot of bad teams. Like I had a lot of 2 and 3 and 4 win teams this year as well. So that's just kind of what happens.
Oh no, I didn't really get into thinking about the old format until I like started looking at records and looking at how the 7 seed has really performed in the playoffs. Yeah, it's been 6 years, JMIK, and I just like looking at it 6 years. The Packers won. I want to say the Packers won like the first or second time they was the 7 seed, and nobody's won since. It was just like, man, it's kind of interesting that the 7 seed, obviously, like y'all said, the 6 and 7 seed aren't far apart. But the 6 seed has put up more fight than the 7 seed, it seems. in these playoffs. It's just I don't know. It's just it's
Interesting.
obviously it don't really make a difference. NFL ain't going back. They love having that extra game, but you know,
I mean,
just a little bit.
anything. I think if the league to do anything, they might add another team and just do away with the bye altogether. That's a possibility. Because I tell people we're at 17 games. They're not going to have an odd number of games. They're going to add another game at some point, and we might not like that, but that's what they're going to do. And you know, like I guarantee you that.
But let's get into this playoff football, and then we can, you know, we got some other things to fill in. But first game up on the post, we have yuck. I almost had to say the Germany's team because the Broncos not here yet, right? Broncos not here. All right.
No, not yet.
Zard did hit me back, but I don't know if he's gonna make it. If not, we'll circle back and let Jared talk about the Bills Broncos real quick. But we're gonna go to 49ers versus the Seahawks. Seahawks coming off a bye. Obviously having some issues at the quarterback position. I think I heard today that Sam Darnold hasn't thrown a pass since like Thursday or so. So y'all take off, man. It's on y'all, man. Sir, drives wrong. The floor is yours, my guys.
What's good, brother? Go ahead, 49ers. Y'all kick us off.
No, man. Go ahead. You a guest, brother.
Brother, I'm on the bye, bro. Go ahead, bro. I'm on the bye. Go ahead.
No. You first up, brother. Number one.
Let me get it going then. All right, I'll get y'all going. Hold on. So, thank you for joining us on the show today. First question, I guess, is are you concerned about Darnold? Well, they being too friendly, Smitty. You go first. You go first.
Nah, start my nigga, bro. There's all love. Like I said, okay. Am I concerned about Sam? Let me give you the out of 10. So here's the thing. Like, am I concerned? Slightly, but my concern is more like, all right, how does this change the game plan? Because when it comes down to it, he didn't throw a lot the first game. I know everything is different. I know. Trust me, I get it. But my whole thing is like, what this offense has been, they haven't really been airing the ball out like they were before because they haven't had to. So they've relied on the running game. So my whole thing is like, what is that short intermediate going to look like that he typically hits? So like my concern is slight there, but also it doesn't concern me that he hasn't thrown in a few days because that's just is what it is. And so it's one of those things where like I do have confidence in Drew Lock to win one game. And again, that's no disrespect to the Niners and the Niners defense. It's more of the fact of this running game has been a monster. And so if you shrink the game and you have this defense playing how it is, if it's one of them like we got to score 13 again to win, like could Drew Lock get us a touchdown and get us down the field for 2 field goals? Yeah, I think he could. In terms of like, look, I'm not going to say that there's like they're the same guy because they're not between Drew and Sam. But like, if it comes to the fact of Sam can't hit the intermediate and Drew can, just that thought is going to help the running game. So it's one of those, like, I'm not worried. He's probably going to get a shot. Like, let's be real. He's going to get the tort all in the side. And they're going to let him spin or not. They're just going to hand the ball off 40 times like last time and just kind of see what happens.
What's up, Dry Eyes? What you got, brother? I know you're gonna say some shit.
I'll be totally real with you, man.
Yeah.
As soon as this thing popped up on the time, Sam Darnold injury oblique, I still wasn't like out of stress. It was dead as like a 4 out of 10 because I just feel like, bro, Mike has had Brock Purdy's number ever since he came to Seattle. He's been able to win, but when he caused a disruption and the playmakers that he got now, like the screen to Kittle, for example, I want to take that back to week 18. Kittle killed us on screens every single game. We're talking eight games in a row before Mike got there. It's just Mike McDonald's play calling to disrupt Kyle Shanahan and the other playmakers. Now they can say injuries happen to every team. We had injuries. We was on our second or third left tackle. The fact that we didn't even have Charles Cross, and I get it, they don't have Nick Bosa, they don't have other people that produce. But the point is that you had the opportunity right then and there, like how y'all was on their second or third string tackle. We was on the same exact boat. Now the quarterbacks are there. Sam is we've been a top 3 lowest for passing like per game anyways. So that's why it wasn't really too much tripping on me for that. Now I think the dynamic factor to me, regardless of the fact, is if he can play. But I still feel Drew Lock will be able to make those certain throws. And the thing about it that will open up the game is that if Drew Lock has to play, we know Drew Lock will move with his feet more than Sam would. So that really will open up a little bit of the defense a little bit more. To me, though, the dynamic 2 factors, I think Cooper Kupp is going to show out. I don't know what nobody thinking, but I know what I think. I think Cooper Kupp is going to show up today. I ain't saying 150. I'm saying crucial 5 for like 85. Maybe he catch that only touchdown receiving. Maybe we get, 2 receiving touchdowns. But I think that he might be the one that's scoring offense if we was to throw the ball in the receiving wise. I think Cooper Kupp's going to be a dynamic factor. Charles Cross is going to withstand. And I think the run game is it's still going to show up. I still think it's just going to be too much for him down the stretch. Like, eventually your defense break down. And that's what they did. Now, I get it. The Eagles game was a little bit different last week. They had to go out there. But also, the second and main factor is the fact of that crowd is going to be different. It changed a lot. It changed a lot. Those penalties go from 3rd and 4, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 7. It changed your whole offensive scheme when you're going against that type of defense. And I think Mike is going to really draw that out the lines a little bit, kind of confuse Purdy. He might make a few throws, but what everybody not really, too much going and keen about is, Sam Darnold injury is a thing, but the Niners, that we know they've had injuries. But the main injury they've talked about is at the receiver and then with Trent. Trent is playing, but if Ricky don't play, are they able to stretch the field? Are they able to even try to even draw that defense away from McCaffrey? Because if McCaffrey don't get going, it ain't even Brock. McCaffrey has to get going. If he don't get going, Kyle Shanahan has to start calling. Forget the trick play that he ran last week. That's not even going to work because they had to go to McCaffrey. He's going to have to start calling some Philly specials probably for Brock Purdy.
Well, bro, they ran that same trick play against us first in week 18, and it didn't work. We got blown up. It was the same one that made it on the Eagles, but I agree with you on all that. The Cooper Kupp game, I think it's going to be Cooper Kupp and AJ Barner because even if Sam is hurt, like I said, everything is going to be short and intermediate because I fully expect Saleh to maybe if not fully stack the box, but there's going to be a lot of like bodies around the line of scrimmage, and Sam's going to have to make quick decisions because he's not going to know if it's pressure or they're backing out. And so I do see Cooper Kupp in the slot and AJ Barner getting a lot of the target share today.
What you think? What you thinking?
Guys has one question, right? Cooper, what's the best game that he's had this season so far?
Say that again.
So Cooper Kupp, what's the best game in terms of yardage that he's had in the whole, y'all whole season?
It's a good question. Was it the Commanders game? I can't even remember off the top of my head. It was.
You don't have the exact numbers, but was it at least above 50?
Oh yeah, he had a. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. I want to say he had like an 85 or 90 on one of them. Hold on.
So when I say that, it's because like I said at the beginning of that line, I said it's those crucial 3rd down catches. That's what mostly
he had 2 good games.
They didn't come from 1st and 2nd down. They always came on 3rd and long or some 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. AJ,
he went crazy.
AJ Barner and Cooper Kupp has been the safety blankets on the 3rd down. It's not JSN's the 1st and 2nd down explosive type person.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Hey, JMIK, he cooked the Steelers 7 receptions for 90. He had 2 receptions for 75 against the Cardinals.
Okay. So just let me know that he's still capable of having a blow up game. That was my only question because I didn't really remember a game where he went crazy this year. That's all.
JMIK, not gonna lie, bro. Cooper Kupp's main impact is being like a coach on the field and blocking in the run game, and he'll catch like the big third down. Like I remember, it might have been the Panthers game where it was like this nasty throw that Sam threw low and like damn near behind him, and Cooper like adjusted, caught the ball, and then we were basically able to ice the game after that. So he just makes those kind of big third down catches.
Hey, Ron, Rise, you're welcome,
What's
man.
good,
You're
brother?
welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. You're welcome.
You're welcome. This guy.
Why you saying you welcome when y'all gated the nigga up? Y'all don't want him. Y'all threw that nigga away like garbage.
Hey, listen, man. I know. It hurts. It hurted at the time, you know, giving up
No,
the
sir. Go ahead.
MVP,
Get
Super
it off
Bowl
your chest,
Who am I
brother.
MVP.
Go
talking
ahead.
to?
It hurted, but you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, bro.
I mean, we got a lot of. We got a lot of that division up in here today. I mean, you know what I mean? Like the NFC West is well represented in here today, man.
So I just feel like we're gonna have a few guys back that we didn't have last time. And everybody believes in records and trends until it doesn't go towards that narrative. But you know, uh Kyle Shanahan is like 6-2 when he plays somebody 3 times in the season. And he's undefeated when he's played somebody twice in 30 days. Uh, also, my quarterback has never lost in Seattle. So he actually won his first playoff game in Seattle. And you know, one of your Seahawk brethren was
Not my brother. I don't know that nigga.
yeah, I forgot his name. It's like ashwagandha or something like that. I forgot his name, but it's really long and he got an
You
accent.
talking about Abdi?
Yeah,
I know.
something like that. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I
that's
was
my
like,
nigga. Okay, yeah,
I
that
was
makes sense.
like, Brock Purdy is 4-0 in Seattle. He was like, well, he's not 4-0 versus McDonald. And I was like, well, you know, I know. He just got there. It's only been 2 years, but
But you know,
he's
I
2-0
like
versus
what
him
you
in Seattle.
I like how you said history. Because
Hmm.
history does, you know, sometimes repeat. And you listen to history records, and like
Hmm.
last time I checked, history said every time there was a new pope selected, the Seahawks made the Super Bowl. Every time the
What?
Seahawks was #1 NFC seed, they made the Super
Every
Bowl.
time.
Yeah.
Every
You can go
time.
look. You can go look up.
Three for
Look this
three.
up.
So
Every
so
single
they'll
time the Seahawks was #1 seed, they made the Super
uh,
Bowl. And then every
yeah.
time a new pope was selected, they go back to Pope Francis. If you want to go all the way back to 1879 with Pope Juju, you know, Seahawks make the Super Bowl.
I mean,
So
like this
I'm
man
just
is
saying, when you
bringing.
say history, you
So
know,
it's
we follow
been
history
so it's
ourselves.
been
I mean,
three new
this brother
popes.
bringing the Roman Catholic Church into this thing. This is
Yeah,
crazy.
so it's only been 3 popes since y'all been in.
Nah, but see, the
I
key is
said
since we moved
when
to
the
the
last three
NFC, though.
popes, you know, have been selected, the Seahawks have made the Super Bowl. We can go all the way back to Matt
What?
Hasselbeck. That's what we're saying. All the way back
Oh
to Matt
man.
Hasselbeck. So we talking about Charlie Whitehurst, Jesus Christ,
Ooh.
aka is what they used to call
Ooh.
him.
Yeah, I expect Seattle to score 13 points again because
Mm,
they scored 13 points week 1 and week 18.
that's
I,
fair.
I, I just
See,
think we're gonna score more than 13 points.
Okay, so you
now that
You
I
guys
got
got
can't
a
to
lie and
start
say we didn't
hardball,
leave
playing
I
points on
wouldn't
the
let
Seahawks.
board,
nobody
though.
Got it.
talk to me like that. I'm just saying. I wouldn't let him talk to me like that. That's crazy.
Wait, who?
He's saying the Seahawks shouldn't allow the 49ers to talk to them crazy. And I'm just saying he talking about
Here,
John Harbaugh is going to all of a
yeah.
sudden take the Giants to playoffs. But hey,
Look, all I got to say is, it's a
Yeah.
respectful hate for the 49ers because, like they say, because all I've been seeing all over my timeline is 49er fans talking about these stats about Kyle being 7-2 and 6-0 and all this shit like that. Cool, bro. Mike McDonald is the key. Like, y'all beat up on Pete Carroll. That's the same reason why I
What?
personally don't talk about how Pete Carroll used to beat that ass. I don't talk about that. I'm living today. But Pete Carroll used to drag you niggas up, down Lumen, all the way down I-5, take I-80 all the way through Santa Clara,
Mm-hmm.
all that shit. Like, Pete Carroll used to do that. The record's there. We talked about it my first time on this
Uh-huh.
show. We talked about Kyle's record against the Seahawks since he joined. It's not
Uh-huh.
good.
It
we
wasn't.
living for today. We living for today. So
Yeah, we living for
Brock
today.
Purdy
So
never lost in Seattle. That's fine. Brock Purdy hasn't beat
never
this
will.
Donald Seahawks in Levi Stadium. That's fine. But look, I think it's going to come down to we're banged up at quarterback.
What?
You haven't banged up.
Y'all banged up.
I mean, he's on the injury report with an
Oh
oblique.
Somebody's
man,
oblique.
injury.
Man, certified, you know
You
me,
want to
man.
talk about
Hey,
injury?
certified, hold on, certified. You know
Injury.
me. I don't bring up three things. I don't bring up
My
refs.
trauma's not
I
your
don't
trauma,
bring up
brother.
injuries,
It's
and I don't
different.
bring up no
We're just trying
bullshit.
to win a game.
I'm just trying to win
Injury.
the game.
Exactly. So my whole thing is everything that I said on the last show, because I didn't expect that to go like that. I think this game will be more along the lines of that. Where's the heavyweight fight type shit? And let me see. You know, we talk about Sam Darnold, and it's kind of funny the narrative on Sam Darnold because now it's like everybody's panicking that Sam Darnold's hurt, but I thought he was ass. I thought he don't like.
No, but you
play
know
well
that's
games
the
and
one
shit, but
thing
like,
that's the one thing they can never talk about. You if you look at other teams, they bring up a lot of other subjects. The only one thing they bring about when they talk about the Seahawks is Sam Darnold. Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing. You can't and then when he play good, they just like, all right, well, I'm gonna wait for him to crash. This is the crashing point, what they think is, the thing. And my opinion is Sam might have just dropped this news, just for the hell of it. Hey, I ain't gonna practice for 2 days since they want to talk about the little Fred Warner news. He ain't playing. So I would love for Sam to come out here and just dice some shit up real quick. Go ahead, serve these boys. I wouldn't mind. We already
Hibachi style.
Like I'm talking. Forget
Can I
hibachi.
get some
I'm talking
extra
about
rice?
Fuck hibachi, bro. We turning this shit to Nobu, bro.
First
We
half
putting you
hibachi,
niggas
second
in
half.
rice and sushi.
But I
right
want
now,
some
bro.
At
noodles
Magic
too.
City eating lemon pepper wings. Yeah, stuff like that.
Well, here's my question. In the event, like, say Sam does play, but his injury gets exacerbated in the game, do you guys feel comfortable with Drew Lock coming in and being able to get the job done?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because here's the thing. If we go, look, Purdy gonna get his number. Purdy turns the ball over too. So as much as everybody talks about Sam and Sam's bad turnovers and bad interceptions, Purdy had 11 and 10 games or some shit. Every time Purdy plays against Mike McDonald, he throws at least one. So there's gonna be turnovers in this game. So it's just a matter of like, do we get ahead and then your situation happened, Pop Storm, or is it one of those where Drew's got to claws back into a game and win us a game, which we've seen before. We saw that against the Eagles. Literally saw that shit on Monday Night Football. Ran right up and down the field, hit JSN in the corner of the end zone, walked him off. So again, backup quarterbacks in a vacuum could come in and do some shit. Now, would I expect Drew to lead us on a Super Bowl run if we win this game? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But again, in a game where you're going to be heavily reliant on your running backs and tight ends and everything like that, like, could Drew come in and move the sticks? Yes, I think so.
Yeah, and I think that's a fair assessment. And I also know you guys got a couple of guys back from injury. I think Arroyo came back for you guys as well.
No, he's not playing. So based on some of the other injuries, they held him out and didn't activate him because they need depth at other positions. So he's not going to play. That is actually a huge loss in my opinion, because as good as Sauber is in the run game, like Arroyo is literally like the Jimmy Graham field stretching tight end where it makes. I'm not saying the nigga's Jimmy Graham. I'm saying like they play the same role.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Hey, Smitty, clip that, dog. He said, "Buddy was Jimmy Graham." Go ahead, clip that, brother.
Sir, messy, but not listen. Whatever it is, the NFC West team is making it to the conference championship. That's all I know. That's gonna happen. It's just a matter of who it's gonna be.
Yeah,
that'll be me. That'll be me. Count me in. I'm in there.
I'll see
I'm
you
in there.
little niggas in LA, man. Levi South.
Levi
I
South.
just got one question.
And I see you, whoever it is, at SoFi North.
We gotta stop in Levi.
Wait, stop. SoFi North.
So
Z,
far,
you know
no.
that. Z,
You
come
heard
on.
what I said. You heard what I
It's
said.
me, Z. It's just me
You
and
heard
you
what
right
I
now.
said.
Z, you
I
know
just
damn
don't
well that shit
understand
don't
it,
exist.
certified. Like Marshawn Lynch will be raising the 12-man flag next week in the
Oh,
conference
brother.
championship, brother.
Nah, he's raising it today. There's the rumors he's raising it today. The owner always does it on the conference championship, so it'll be Jody Allen.
Well, then next week we can let Kyle Shanahan do it.
Oh, okay.
That's fine. He'll be around.
He gotta wear a 12 jersey though, certified. You gotta let him know.
What?
Yeah, you gotta let him know. Yeah.
Hey, real quick question. How is Jalen Milroe developing? I know that don't really got much to do with this game, but you know, my favorite quarterback.
I mean, leave it to the
gotta know.
Alabama nigga to bring up Bama, man.
I gotta know,
no,
man. It's roll tide, man. Hey,
They just kind of
built by Bama, man.
like
I just need to know how we developing.
But Kubiak
All I need
already
to know.
Kubiak explained that he kind of they at the beginning of the season they was like we have certain packages for Jalen. So it was like at the beginning of the season when we thought about that, they ran it through a few times through the season. I would say at least like he got in the game. He got in about I would say like 4 to 6 games, and they ran a certain packages. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. But he's still developing a little bit. But I like listen. If say for example Sam couldn't go, Jalen would have to be activated, and instead of emergency, like they're gonna play him. He might run a package with him just because of the fact of like the Niners are kind of beat up. They least expect it. So with his speed and dynamic, he could make that one game play that could change. You know what I'm saying? Like the 3rd and 17 for Kenneth Walker could be like a 3rd and 1 run for Jalen Milroe for like 20, 25 yards. And then you got to think about also what nobody's talking about is Rashid Shaheed. He could be the change. If they load the box, that speed that he got, it will change a factor whether he runs a wild jet sweep or if he running a route. So I think a lot of things, and the thing about the last game, they actually did run Shaheed like about 4 games now in the last 4 games. They ran him out of the backfield at certain times, like how they did Alvin Kamara. So Clint Kubiak, he got that. You know what I'm saying? If he knows that Sam might not be able to go, for example, he's got familiarity with like, okay, hey, listen, maybe we could throw Jalen in a few packages. You know, Drew come in on 1st and 2nd. Jalen could come in on a crucial where we think what if we make trick the defense into thinking, you know, it's a run with the quarterback, and he actually do pass it. But they say he developed well. It's just the fact that you know he's 3rd string right now.
Yeah, it's one of those luxuries. Like you know, he can sit over there on ice, and he's from what Mike said yesterday. Because of course, they asked Mike about you know if Sam's unable to play, but again, Sam is playing. But if he was unable to play, he's like Jalen's ready. He's been like he just hasn't gotten like a lot of the reps with the team and all that stuff like that. But he's doing the VR thing like the Jaden Daniels did, and he's doing all the mental stuff. So they're like, we feel like if he had to go, he can go. So again, different dynamic, like Dry said, but yeah, I think the Rashid Shaheed thing was interesting because for one, we've been doing more 11 personnel, of course, since he got here. And I think that has to do too with Elijah Arroyo being hurt. But like they've been running really well out of 11 personnel instead of having the 2 tight ends. But what I actually noticed in the 49er game, Rashid Shaheed was in the 2 deep, like so he was your second receiver instead of Cooper Kupp. So Cooper Kupp was coming in, or at least he was getting more burn as a second receiver as opposed to the 3rd receiver. So again, like having a bye and being able to like look at everything and understand that, hey, Cooper Kupp may not be giving you separation. Eric Saubert may not be giving you separation, and you really need your dogs out there, especially the fast ones, to open up this field so you can run the ball better. Like there's probably going to be some shit we haven't seen in a long time that they do today too, just because they've had enough time to practice it. And Shaheed got here after the bye. So
yeah, Mike didn't actually sit these boys. Like they didn't. Well, they wasn't at home. Mike had them practicing. They took 1 extra day off. He said the whole rest of the week they practiced.
I mean, it sounds like a smart thing to do, though.
Yeah.
You know, they're rested.
Okay.
The extra rest week. We got 2 extra days now. Instead, they start practicing because I've seen where the teams a few years back, they'll start the bye week and they'll practice on like a Friday, Saturday to start the week, knowing they got the rest of the week now till next Saturday, but it's like next Sunday, but it's just like he had them practicing the whole week.
Are y'all the first or second game?
Well, it is second game. It's the night game.
Second game.
Saturday night football again.
Yeah, I can't wait. I like this matchup. I love division matchups in the playoffs. They can be some real good games.
2013 Niners.
You said what?
He said
2013 Niners.
2013 Niners.
I'm gonna go with 16-10 Seahawks. I think it's still a low scoring game.
I ain't gonna lie, I got 24-10 or 24-13, man. Seahawks, bro. I'm telling you, bro. This shit. Who might score for y'all might be CMC, but I just don't see like they hype on this Ricky, they hype on Tongans or whatever. Like, tell you or not,
Tongas is one of them ones, bro.
No, but I just read one of them reports that like Niners fans themselves they ain't confident in Tongans. It's the fact that they like George Kittle didn't really do nothing. George Kittle had to be chipping half the last game and helping block just because your offensive line couldn't block. With Trent back and George would have been here, it would have really changed the dynamic factor. Now you got to throw in a tight end that he's technically a receiver to them. He ain't meant to go block because he ain't that good at blocking. He's okay at blocking, but that's the least of my thing. What I'm more if I was them is that like Ricky just sat up here and said like I just can't take those type of shots right now, brother. We finna hit him like they did in that movie, brother. Telling you now. He's going down, brother. That defense is not gonna. They're not gonna play easy.
So I just trying to figure out why wouldn't a receiving type end be good for a pass first offense?
No. I said Kittle is a better. I said having Kittle in. If Kittle would have been back, if he hadn't got hurt. If he would have been back with Trent Williams this week, it would have been a better option all around. It made a better difference. Having Tongans in there, we know for a fact, as soon as he enters the game, Mike is going to look at him like, okay, we know they're going to probably throw the ball. Because they choose to run the ball, he's not that good at run blocking.
Oh, well, we don't really run like that. You know that, right?
I mean, listen, you have to try to get this game started. What, you going to throw the ball with Purdy 40, 50 times a game?
I mean, well,
they know better than that.
We was the third best passing offense in the league. I don't know if you knew.
Man, it didn't look like that week 18 though.
Oh, okay.
That Glock going jam this weekend.
It ain't jamming.
Jamming, man. It's jamming.
It ain't jamming in New York. Jam on it. Jam on it. Jam on it.
Jamming this weekend, man.
I mean, you said that last week, and they definitely.
Hey, man, because look.
It ain't jamming in New
the
York.
49ers. At the end of the day, if it's not this weekend, it'll be next weekend in the Super Bowl. Like, I know they're going to lose eventually because they don't win Super Bowls anymore. They haven't won one since I've been alive.
This is ironic coming from the midget man.
They have not won a Super Bowl.
The midget men.
So
I just want to let y'all know the midget men are mad at us because we're the reason why they never will ever be in dynasty talks. We're the reason why
that Hardball disciple is about to have you in hell, but that Hardball disciple is going to have you in hell this weekend.
Yeah. So.
I mean, any chance
the Hardball disciple is nasty though. We don't. He
gonna say Hardball any chance he get.
I'm the reason why they had a flash in the pan franchise. You know what I'm saying? Like they couldn't win when they was considered one of the best teams in the league. They always had to sneak in as a wild card team and backdoor. You know what I'm saying? I'm the reason why these niggas couldn't go to back-to-back Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? So these little niggas technically is my son.
Plaxico Burress
Seattle's going to back-to-back Super Bowls.
Tell them about Kyle Williams.
Yeah, Seattle been to back-to-back Super Bowls. The Giants can't do that.
Sir, like it wasn't.
Did the Giants do that though?
You see how I
It
talked
was
about little niggas?
Plaxico
Huh?
Burress wearing sweatpants and a pistol to the club.
Huh?
That's what kept me from back-to-back Super Bowls.
So
Say word,
It
one
son.
wasn't you.
player,
Say
Because if
word,
one
son.
Plaxico never
player.
cheddar bobbed
Say word,
himself,
son.
if Plaxico never cheddar bobbed himself,
No
we win
doubt. Word
back-to-back
out.
Super
Word
Bowls.
out. No doubt,
We
son.
winning back-to-back Super Bowls at that
Word
point.
to life,
We were the
God.
best team in the league in '08, man.
Wait, hold
Y'all
on.
remember that team?
If
We were
you were the best team in the league, how does one player prevent you from going to the promised
because
land?
our offense
Come on,
completely
Pop.
collapsed
Come on,
without him.
Pop. You asking
Thought
And
lots
already
of
the
then
best
questions.
team.
with him on the field, we were dominating team tenure. We look, we can go
Dominating.
look back at it. Not right now, but
Not
we'll
right
look
now.
back on it.
Yeah.
No, all I'm
It's an
saying is it
off-season
sounds like
conversation.
I'm just saying it sounds like y'all wasn't the best team. Y'all just had the best offensive player at the time. Because if he goes out, then
Plaxico
your
wasn't
team.
the best. He
I'm
wasn't even
just
the best
saying
receiver in the
Nah, but
league.
how did the Giants get in this combo right now though?
Right.
because he added himself to it.
This is little nigga
My
syndrome.
fault.
I mean, key
That's
word was Harbaugh. That was the key
That's
word
all
right
that
there.
is.
Harbaugh
I
Yeah,
said
we
spiced.
were.
Harbaugh
That's how we got
disciple.
it.
That's what it was. I
You,
said
you
Yeah,
know
Harbaugh.
that's how
you
we
know
got
what
it.
this hey Rome, you know what this is like? It's like when you got like a little 3-year-old and then your sibling come over and they see they auntie, they uncle, and they so excited, but calm down. We having a conversation. Okay?
That
You don't see daddy and uncle talking right now? Huh?
First of all,
Oh,
that
I
you
know
don't
we
I
appreciate,
said
huh?
the
that's
Glock
crazy,
go
man. I
jam.
wouldn't
That's
take
how
that.
this all started.
now
I
now
said the Glock
I
go
wouldn't
now
take
jam, and
that.
you ain't like that.
listen,
Then
don't
you
show out now.
proceeded to big up your ops by
I know
talking
this your
about them
favorite
going to
uncle,
back-to-back Super
but
Bowls
you
while
trying to go to
asking me
your
why I
room?
can't do the
Because I
same.
think you need some time out.
Uh,
Okay, you want something to I give you what?
Dre, don't worry
I
about it.
give
The
you
12's
something to
gonna
cry
handle this,
about.
bro. We got you, bro.
I'm sorry, y'all. I
I mean,
apologize.
but I'm gonna drop my score prediction. I think this is like a 2017 game. I do believe this game hinges on Sam Darnold playing. So if Sam Darnold can play and finish the game, I got Seattle winning 2017. If he can't, I don't have to flip that, and I'm gonna take San Francisco. That's I mean, it's contingent on him playing because I don't like I'm a Georgia guy. I don't believe in Drew Lock. Missouri quarterbacks ain't shit, and I don't believe in them niggas. So I'm sorry, I just don't believe in Drew Lock.
Mm.
yeah, but Drew Lock could turn into Peyton Manning for one game. Like
Oh
Nah,
that's
nah,
the
nah.
reason we didn't end up with the number 1 overall pick last year.
oh
I don't
my
know how it
That's what I was
happened,
saying.
but like
He
oh
Drew
my
started
Lock
games
god.
went
just as of last year.
Nah, I just
from
don't trust that
terrible.
dude, man.
Who did y'all
I
play
know,
with?
but it's one game though. 'Cause like he
I
went from
feel
They
you.
terrible
they beat
all
the
year,
brakes out of
and
the
in that
But hold
one
on,
Colts.
game,
it's not
he
even
was
one game
perfect.
though. Sam is playing. Like that's the thing is it could be a matter of 2 quarters or 1 quarter. You know what I mean? Like
I
Mm.
mean, if
Sam is
Sam
gonna
plays,
play.
if Sam plays the whole game, I got y'all winning. But if he don't, I think y'all gonna lose.
You
I'm
don't
not
think the
gonna hold
defense is
you
good
in
enough to
there.
hold him?
Oh, I know the defense is good enough, but this going to other matchups this weekend. Yeah, the defense is great, but at some point the offense got to do something with the ball. Like you got to be able to score, and I just think the 49ers, if y'all got to trot out Drew Lock, they're gonna try to shut down y'all run. I don't know if they can, but they're definitely gonna try. And if you put the game in Drew Lock's hands, I just don't believe in him. Like I just don't. I never have, and that goes back to his time at Missouri. That go back to his time with the Giants or whatever. I just do not believe in Drew Lock.
Mm.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Don't lie to
It
me,
don't
bro.
matter if it's Drew Lock, Sam Darnold, or Jalen Milroe. I got the Seahawks winning this football game because I don't believe in Brock Purdy. Now, maybe if they bench Brock Purdy and put in Mac Jones, maybe you'll
Oh
have
man,
a chance to win the football game. But I don't believe in Glock Purdy, as you guys like to call him. I think that Glock going to jam. I think Mike McDonald is going to have him in hell this weekend. And I think it's going to get ugly for you, sir.
Just
I got them beating y'all by 2 scores.
Two
listen,
jeez,
man.
scores.
Yeah,
jeez.
man.
Yeah,
You
10
see,
plus.
what y'all
But
gotta
that hate is
understand
strong, boy. That's
is
that's a strong hate.
he still feels a way about what we did to Lil JD, because Jaden
Eh,
Daniels is the real JD. Um,
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
but you might be able to get your get
That's
back,
another conversation we'll
huh?
have in the offseason.
I'm sorry.
We
Say it
can
again.
have that
Say
conversation
it
in
into
the
my good
offseason.
ear. I ain't hear you.
We'll have that conversation.
Hmm? Okay. All right.
You said 2 scores, Dre. All right, all right, all right. I'm with JMIK here, right? So, like, if Sam Darnold is able to be the Sam Darnold I watched for 17, 18 weeks, I'm taking Seattle. But if Sam Darnold at any point in that game got to check out and go see the trainer, and they throw Mr. Drew Lock, yeah, you want to say he gunned down the Eagles? He ain't gunning down the Niners. This ain't that game wasn't the playoffs. If Sam Darnold does not complete this game, I'm taking the Niners by 3. If Sam Darnold finish, I'll take the Seattle by 7.
Y'all act like Sam Darnold don't get shaken when the lights get bright.
Nah, but I see what he played. All he needed was 13, the first 16,
That's
13,
what
something
I'm
like that.
saying. Like,
I
niggas said
mean,
he's
week
ass
18, he
anyway.
ain't get
So
shaky in week 18 when it was a winner take all game. He wasn't shaky then. I'm just
Or
saying.
the week before that when he played Z. When he played Z in the Rams.
Yeah, I
well, I'm not
mean,
gonna hold you. Sam has 6 picks against the Rams, 8 against everyone else, and even then, I want to say he there was another team where he had multiple picks against, but like outside of those 2 teams, like it's some regular quarterback shit. So like I hear you and all that shit like that, but look, the Rams are clearly his downfall. We're not playing them. We're playing the 49ers. So that's why I'm like, Sam hurt, not hurt. Like I think it's just it's different
oh,
all the
and
way around.
not interrupt this conversation, but a little bit of breaking news is, I mean, and a Rappaport said that Aaron Rodgers is not expected to return to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, kind of assumed that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
have
wait,
fun on the
so is he
ayahuasca.
done, or is he just now gonna try to find another team who won't,
I low-key heard
want
I
him?
low-key heard that guy that played Edge might be requesting the trade.
Well, that's a good question. Real quick, Smitty, that's a good question, but honestly, are we going to get an answer to that question anytime soon? No.
Probably not. Nope.
No, I think
He's
you got to
not
wait for
going to
like.
come out and tell us. It'll be, he's going to go on one of those darkness retreats. He's going to do some ayahuasca. He's going to go on Joe Rogan podcast. He's going to go talk to this person, that person, have fun all off season. And then he'll decide at some point, yeah, you know what? I still want to play football because somebody will pay me a lot of money to do it, and then he'll come back. That's what I think.
I mean, the
Or he was
team you
saying that.
should
Did
keep.
you,
Enjoy
hey
retirement,
Dre?
you
Did
bum.
you
I
did you
mean, to
see
me, the team
the?
you should kind of keep an eye on is the Colts. That
Did y'all
because they
see
don't got a
T.J.
first one.
Watts saying he felt
See, it's
disrespected by the
Minnesota to
reporters
me.
putting that message out
Yeah, I
on
mean
him?
Minnesota too. Yeah.
Did y'all see
I mean,
that? T.J. Watt said he felt disrespected.
yeah, but where's he going? Like, no one's trading for that
Well, he said
contract.
he didn't like how the organization put out his moment with the coach. Like he said he felt like that was a moment that should have been kept between the players in the locker room. Him crying and having a moment shouldn't have been broadcast. He said he felt like that was, a little bit disrespectful.
I mean, shut up. Like, come on now.
I mean, like they paying you, bro. I mean, like just, like really, like, it's football, dog. Like if they, they own the rights to everything that they film. So if they choose to put that out, that's their business.
Yeah, like
We
it's
live in
part
a
of the
content world,
game.
bro. That's
Yeah,
just
and I
it.
mean, like they want
Everything is
ratings.
content.
Yeah,
Y'all so damn heartless.
I mean, you're damn right, I am.
Yeah, they have a moment, man. Let them people have a moment. Like what? Why? I don't understand it. Like I get it.
Right.
Yes, it's a content thing, but isn't that something you can like put that out in a documentary down the road or something like that? Like let that
I
be
don't want to.
their moment in time. I
I don't want
understand it.
to.
So
It's
I don't know the
really
context. So tell me the context. So was
I
it
think
he
it was like
meeting with
right at.
Mike?
Yes,
I
I think it
guess
was right after the
Mike
game in the
pulled the
locker
team to
room.
the side, basically told, the people, the team before he told the reporters and stuff like, look, I'm gonna be stepping away, I'm pretty much stepping down as the head coach. TJ Watt broke out in an emotional moment, started crying, pretty much saying, no, 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 I only want to play for you. And then they put it out.
I mean,
And
look.
I don't even think it's about the moment, but him saying like I only want to play for you, like how does that look to the next coach? How does that look in a moment where you like talking to the next coach and they like, well, is TJ Watt gonna be here? Because I remember him
Yeah.
saying such and such or whatever. Like,
But I'm gonna be honest. I think it's being looked at too deep because I'm just saying that was a coach that he played for his entire career. So of course I expect him to have that type of emotional feeling when he's like, "Dang, you've been here since I got drafted. Like I appreciate what you've done for me in my career." It's a moment. That's what it is. It's a moment. I'm not taking it more than what it is. I think it's like it's kind of being dragged, in my opinion. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
I agree.
Like, what's the difference between that and niggas crying on the field? Like, it's the
Yeah.
same thing. You know what I mean? Like, it's an emotional moment. They're all human. Like, things happen. DeMar Hamlin, for example. So should they have not? Okay, that's different because someone lost their life on that field. But you know what I mean? Like, they were posting reactions of players and stuff like that. Hold on. I gotta go in a second. Yeah, but they were posting reaction to all the players and all that stuff like that, and that wasn't a big deal. So why is this one?
I mean, I just look at it like Hard Knocks, man. Like they be cutting people live on Hard Knocks, man, and we be watching it, and you know what I mean. Like people don't really say nothing about it. So I mean, I don't know, man. This is football, dog. Like that's you know, I mean, like they own the rights to everything. If they choose to film it and put it out there, that's just what they're gonna do.
That's a fact. I mean, he can come to the Giants. I'll trade for him. Him and Brian Burns that'd be a hell of a combo, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, y'all already can't figure out the rotation with the guys you got, so you try to add another
Biblical
name into
greed.
that.
Biblical greed, nigga.
Hold on. I mean, look, they can have Kayvon. I'll give him Kayvon in like a third or something like that. We'll figure it out.
So, we ever get our Broncos guy?
No, I don't think so. But I mean, we should just kind of move to that game because then we have, Jarek here anyways.
Is that an indicator the Broncos won't show up to the playoffs?
I mean, it might be.
Man,
It
I
should be.
hope
It
not,
never
man.
know.
I don't
I
want
hope so.
I don't want the Bills to get no cakewalk to the championship round. No.
Oh, don't do that. It's not a cakewalk.
Man, it's not
Don't
going to be
do
a
that.
cakewalk, man.
No, you said if they don't. I mean, them not showing up would justify a cakewalk, right?
Yeah, but that's. I mean, this ain't the AFC Championship game. Like, and they got a whole nother game to go. And I can guarantee you, if we beat Houston on Sunday, that AFC Championship game ain't gonna be no cakewalk now.
Or if Houston makes it, did you see the way Houston did the Bills in the regular season? I think it could be a repeat performance.
I think that'd be tough though. But I mean, we just got to see it though. Like, yeah, like I don't think the AFC gonna be a cakewalk though.
Bro, they completely dismantled that offense. Like Josh Allen got sacked how many times in that game? And hit.
It's like 5 or 6. I thought it was like 4 or 5, something like that.
They put him on the blade.
Bro, they did filthy things to that offensive line, man.
Filthy things. Oh my goodness,
Well,
my word.
So yeah, we got the Bills versus the most
Broncos.
overrated team.
Hey, before y'all get that
NFL.
started, certified, man. I'm finna get up out of here. I gotta head to the shop real quick, see what the car looking like real quick. But you know we're gonna tap back into it, man. I appreciate y'all having me up here. Hey, Smitty, man, y'all gotta get better, man. Y'all gotta get better, man. Defending champs wouldn't go out like that, man.
Yawn, my brother.
Wow.
Hey, man, you better win it. You better win it, man. You better win it. You gonna talk to me like that? You better win the championship, man. You better win the championship.
Hey, man, all y'all wish y'all blessings, man, and happy holidays, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Except for the fucking
Thank you for
Eagles,
coming
man.
out. I'm crying.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm changing my pick, nigga. I hope y'all get blowed out. Get your whole jack blowed off.
Hey, at least we know Jalen ain't got to worry about no practice next week, brother.
Ha. You might not be either, good brother.
But yeah,
Real quick, everybody that's listening or watching right now, we appreciate y'all. If you could hit the like or the retweet button on Twitter, and if you're on YouTube, man, subscribe to the channel. And double check too, because you might think you subscribed and sometimes you forget to hit the button for real. Hit that little bell right next to it too. Get notified every time we go live.
Go ahead, Jerry.
What's going on? Another kind of weird game that I've been trying to look at just to try to get a feel. I said the last time I was on the show that the Jaguars was gonna be the hardest test in terms of wild card, just because I thought their talent was overall better than ours. They also play very, very disciplined, and not to mention too, I didn't think that we were gonna run the football effectively against that team. So the only way we were gonna win that game was two things: was forcing turnovers, and which you know, again, you got to expect Trevor Lawrence to do, because that's just Trevor Lawrence, which I told the person that came on there that Trevor Lawrence was going to mess up, which he did. And then Josh Allen had to play an efficient game. You know, he didn't have to go superhero mode. He just had to play efficient. Don't turn the football over. Take the check downs. Take exactly what the defense gives to you. Jaguars are primarily a zone based team. They ran a lot of which they did. They ran a lot of zone, which opened up a lot of our screen game, and a lot of our screen game, which then opened up for them running a lot of post snap rotation, disguised coverages, running a lot of kind of that disguise, the disguise single high to running a lot of cover two, which we took advantage of, and we won. Simple as that. So Broncos is weird because they're not as strong as the Jacksonville Jaguars defensive line. They don't run they don't run they don't run a lot of stack with their defensive line. They're more of a penetrating team. They rely a lot more on speed and disruption on their defensive line than anything. Like not to mention too, they're very undersized. Like their average weight is like 280 something pounds on that D line. So they rotate their edges a lot. For the most part, they got a lot of speed. They play, Vance Joseph prioritizes that, so that makes a lot more sense. Very aggressive. They can stop the run as well. They can stop the run. I don't, not as good as Jacksonville. Jacksonville was number one in the league, but still the Broncos are pretty solid at it. They keep, they don't really keep the linebackers as clean as what Jacksonville did, but, Broncos for the most part, their linebackers rely again. They're just a very fast, very kind of efficient team that, relies a lot more on scraping and stuff like that. So, opposite from the Jacksonville Jaguars, they're not going to play a lot of zone. If they're going to play a lot of zone, they're just going to disguise it more into man coverage. Very, very heavy man coverage team. So I don't think that the screenplays to Khalil Shakir is going to be there. Like you're not going to see a lot more of that, right? They were begging us to run. Jacksonville was literally begging us to run it, and we just took advantage of it. You're not going to get that here. And one thing about Joe Brady's freaking staple is that goddamn jailbreak screen, which I absolutely despise. But hey, it's a staple within our offense. It is what it is. But yeah, they're going to play a lot more man, and if anything, I don't know if they're going to really disguise a lot more of their man coverage because we have a couple injuries at receiver. Like we have 3 healthy receivers in terms of just regular roster players. We have 3 practice squad guys that we have to elevate, right? So we have to elevate Mecole Hardman, Curtis Samuel, which was a signing, but he hasn't really played because he's been dealing with injuries. But we've kind of we had to elevate him up, and then we're elevating Mecole Hardman up. So we're not playing Josh Palmer, who's been literally a disappointment the entire time, but to be fair, he's been hurt. Shavers tore his ACL. And then, Gabe Davis obviously got a dirty ass low below hit, tore his ACL, again, he, unfortunately tore his ACL as well. So he's out. So, they're going to test these receivers. I expect these guys to test these receivers out. They're going to be running a lot of cover one man free. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they're going to start jamming these guys to be a lot more physical because Riley Moss was, with his holding ass, leads the NFL in freaking passing and holding calls. I expect them to be a lot more physical with these guys. I don't know if Patrick Surtain is gonna shadow. I don't know if he's gonna shadow Shaquille Shakir or if he's just gonna be more on Brandon Cooks the game. I don't know what he's gonna do there. Typically, Patrick Surtain is a guy that can definitely follow any of our best receivers. So just to kind of take away those chances for screens, if he's going to be lined up a little bit more in the slot, or if he's just going to be lining up primarily at the boundary like he normally does. I have no idea what they're going to run with him. But no, like I expect the Broncos to be a lot more man heavy dominant. I expect the Broncos pass rush to be running a lot more what they normally do, which is a lot more text and exit stunt variations with their front seven. I expect this team to try to be disruptive. I expect their safeties, for the most part, to, especially with Hufanga, to play a lot more on the line of scrimmage. Because again, he's one of the best boxes, but he plays a lot more on the line of scrimmage. I expect that free safety to be rotating a lot more for single high looks. And yeah, I mean, listen, their defense is, like I said before, they're fast, disruptive, and it's not the complete opposite for Jacksonville. I mean, there's a few things that's different, but for the most part, they're a little bit similar in terms of their athleticism and speed. Broncos offense, I have no idea what the hell. I don't even know what to make of it. It's one of the most inconsistent offenses I've ever seen. Because on one hand, you look at their efficiency rating, and it's like, wow, it's like, oh yeah, this is a pretty efficient offense, and why they're 14-3. But on the other hand, their EPA per play is like in the bottom of the league. Which is crazy. Bo Nix as a quarterback, I don't know what to think of Bo Nix.
Jarek, auditorily, you keep going in and out.
The mobile quarterback, he can get outside the pocket and extend and make plays.
Yeah, it just sounds like you far away from the mic. Like it sounds like you
My
go in
fault.
and
Yeah, I
out.
got my hand on the mic. My fault. Can you hear me?
Oh no. Yeah.
Okay,
Yep,
yeah,
yep,
yeah.
yeah. But I don't know what to make of Bo Nix because on one hand, he's one of the best play action quarterbacks. He can get outside the pocket. He can, he takes what the defense, gives you on certain occasions. And on the other hand, he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL in terms of yards per pass. In terms of, again, in terms of turnover worthy throws, he's the sixth highest quarterback in turnover worthy throws in the league. He's one of the worst quarterbacks against duress, something that I think we already knew, and especially in that playoff game we played last year. It's one of the worst quarterbacks under pressure. Like everything starts to go to crap as soon as his protection starts to slide. So I don't know what to make of this offense. They're one of the worst rushing teams. I know a lot of people say, well, the Broncos, just like the Jaguars, they're just going to run the ball over Buffalo. The Broncos are one of the worst rushing teams in the league. With 23 in the league, 23rd in the league in rushing in terms of EPA per play against the run. So I just don't know what to make of Bronco. Like I know they're a zone heavy team. I know they're a team that utilizes a lot of 11, 12, and 21 base personnel. I just don't know what to make of this team. And so I think with our defense, at least knowing what we can do, again, we're not going to out-talent Denver. Matter of fact, we're not going to out-talent anybody in this playoffs except maybe San Francisco if they make it to the Super Bowl. Maybe that'd be the only team, and that's just because they have more the Bills and the 49ers are the two top most injured teams in the NFL. It's not even close. So like that's the only other team that we would match with in terms of probably talent on the field. But we're just if we win this football game, it's going to be because of coaching. Like literally, it's because we're going to win with our scheme, and that's how we beat Denver last year. Denver out talented us by a lot last year, and we just out schemed them. And I expect the same thing that I think Buffalo is going to try to execute on this game. I don't know what Denver is offensively, defensively. I know their identity. I know what our identity is on both sides of the football. But yeah, I just I'm trying to I've tried to watch a lot of Broncos games. I don't know what to make of this team. They're so damn unpredictable. But hey, they're 14-3 for a reason. I know that's one thing is that they can mitigate a lot of mistakes. So we'll see what happens.
So let me ask you a question, right? So like if you look at the play styles for both of these teams, and what I mean by play styles is like like how the game goes, right? The Bills and the Broncos, both of y'all tend to get down and y'all tend to come back in the second half. So I would kind of say that both of y'all are kind of second half teams. So like, I mean, obviously that can't happen in this particular game. Somebody got to get up. Somebody got to get up, and somebody got to be leading into the second half. So I mean, like, would you be concerned if the Broncos were coming from behind? Like, let's say they're down by like a touchdown in the fourth quarter. I mean, like, would you be concerned at that point, seeing as how many fourth quarter comebacks that Bo has?
Nah, because we got Josh Allen, and that's pretty much the reason why. If we had Trevor Lawrence as my quarterback, I absolutely would be concerned. We got Josh Allen. Like I'm not really concerned. I mean, I'll say this: it depends on what Josh Allen I'm getting. If I'm getting efficient Josh Allen, we're not losing. If I get turnover worthy, if I get Superman, this is what people confuse is Superman. I don't want Superman Josh Allen because Superman Josh Allen's that's turnover worthy play Josh Allen. And that's what Denver. Denver. That's what they thrive off of, right? They're one of the best teams in the National Football League in terms of takeaways. We do not have the roster this year for Josh Allen to keep getting into superhero mode. We need efficient Josh. Take what the defense gives you. That's the type of quarterback we need. Get our defense to win field position. So even if the Broncos start to kind of march down and start to kind of come back a little bit, as long as we're not turning over the football, as long as our EPA continues to go in the positives instead of the negatives, I'm fine with it.
So I mean, you pretty much need Josh Allen from last week.
That's pretty much what I need. That's the Josh that I wanted was the Josh that I felt like we should have. I prayed that we would have got the entire season. Just don't be a jackass.
And it kind of leads to my next question. Like, are there any matchups in the game that actually have you concerned? I mean, whether that's Broncos defense versus Bills offense or Broncos offense versus Bills defense.
Oh, they're skilled players. I'm worried about their skilled players because they got a lot of they're versatile, very similar to Jacksonville. They got guys that can beat you over the top. They have guys that are great in short intermediate route combinations. The Broncos do use two tight ends, so they're going to be a lot more versatile than Jacksonville with Evan Ingram and Trotman. So I'm concerned with those. I'm concerned with those tight ends. I'm concerned with the amount of play action they can utilize. And yeah, I mean, listen, we couldn't stop Jacksonville's run game, and I'll say this: Jacksonville should have beat us last week. They should have. If they would have kept running the football, more specifically, kept focusing on that one toss play where they would motion the tight end to the other side of the field. It would shift our linebackers the other way, and by the time that happened, the play was dead because our edges couldn't contain, our slots were getting moved off the way, and they did a phenomenal job in terms of sealing out a lot of our players. So if they literally would have kept running the ball, that was their win. They lost that game because of coaching and Trevor Lawrence. So if the Broncos, again, they're a zone team and they use a lot of jet sweeps. They lead the league. They lead the National Football League in screens. So they prioritize their team on efficiency. So if they can get a run game going, they're gonna continue to attack it.
Well, that's
Yeah,
something that Denver has struggled with. Um, their run game. I think it was a little better last year, which is surprising because it was horrible. This year they really haven't been consistent they've tried a multitude of running backs. My question for you is last week there are key moments where your secondary made some great plays in pass deflections or key stops to be able to give your offense the ball. Do you think you'll have even half of that type of performance to be able to, to help y'all out?
Oh, my thing cut off. Am I talking?
you can hear you now. Did you hear Pop's question or?
No, I didn't hear. What did he say?
Yeah, like your
Start
secondary
off.
made key stops for y'all. Like they
Okay.
had some pass deflections. They had key third down moments.
Oh, I'm gonna have to. Okay, I'm
Um,
gonna have to come back in because I can't hear him at all if he's talking.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to
mm,
leave and come back.
mhm. I'm just say
Pop, to your
this.
question though. Oh, go ahead.
I do think that they secondary can match up to some of their players because they don't have a lot of speed. On that team. I am concerned about the tight ends though, because I do not like the Bills line. And if the tight ends can start carving up that team, I think that will, I don't know, it's gonna get a little hard for that defense to get off the field.
Yeah, I mean, like for me, like I've been saying all week, man. Like when I've been talking about this game, like my problem is I don't trust Bo Nix, man. And I know the numbers look good and they got a lot of wins and all that. But I think when you get to the divisional and the championship game round of these playoffs, like you're gonna need your quarterback to make some plays at some point. I mean, it's great they got a great defense. It's great they have a good second or a pretty good secondary, good linebackers and good D line, and the offensive line is phenomenal. But at some point, your quarterback is gonna have to make a play. And I just trust Josh Allen to make that play more than I trust Bo Nix to make that play. And I just think it's going to come down to that. It's going to come down to the fourth quarter. I think it's a one possession game. And I just don't think I just have more trust in Josh Allen to come through than Bo Nix. And I just think that's what it comes down to for me personally.
Does anybody actually trust Bo Nix? Like, it's hard to
No.
explain, right? Because Bo Nix, I think he's playing good. Like he's a good quarterback, but it's something off, man. I I compare this year's Broncos team kinda to that Vikings team from a few years ago. Remember that Vikings team that won like 12
Oh,
games by one
Yeah,
score?
yeah.
yeah. With
And
Kirk
then they face
Cousins.
y'all in the wild card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that wasn't even
Yeah.
to bring us up, but it's because the Broncos, if I'm not mistaken, they won 11 games this year by one
Ye-
score or less,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I think Bo Nix
or
had
by
like
7 or
seven.
less, I think.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix had 7 game winning drives or something like that. It was something like that.
Yeah, but they
And
have 11 games where it's a one score or less.
yeah,
Yeah.
7 or less. So I don't know, man. Like, not even to bring us up again, but like, if anybody watched our game against them, it they
And then
weren't
you had them
good.
dead to well, yeah, I was gonna say like y'all had them dead to
Right.
rights.
Like,
Yeah,
And
to
then the fourth
me,
quarter they
y'all,
just
y'all, y'all,
exploded.
yeah, y'all just collapsed in the fourth quarter. Like y'all should
Mm-hmm.
have won that game.
don't
I mean,
think
but
the
there's a lot of
Broncos
games
that
like
good.
that. Yeah, there's a lot of
And,
games like that. Like you point to the Jets game in London, it was like what 11-9 or something, 12-9 or some
mhm.
crazy stuff like that. Like they had a lot of games. I mean, the Eagles game. I'm not trying to bring Smitty to it, but the Eagles game, like the Eagles are up and they came back in the fourth and won. It was a similar game script as the Giants game. Like so, it's just like they got a lot of these games where they start slow. And I'm sorry, but the Bills are not a team that you want to start slow. If you start too slow and they get up 2-3 touchdowns, I'm sorry, you're not coming back on the Bills because the Bills are going to run the ball. So, with that, for the people that don't know, what that does is it's going to limit your possessions. So, you're not going to get the ball enough to be able to come back on the Bills. And so, I just think the way they play football, like if the Broncos don't come out strong and you know and are scoring with the Bills, I don't see how they win.
Yeah, especially if we do get the Josh Allen from like last week, kind of to what Jarek was saying, right? You have more of a quick passing game. I think that kind of neutralizes the pass rush, right? You have, I think, 4 guys on the team that have 7 or more sacks for the Broncos, right? Benito has 14. So they can get after the quarterback, but the best thing you can do against a team that get after the quarterback is get rid of the ball fast, right?
I mean, either that or run the football.
An opportunity to get there, and I think Josh can do that this week. And if they are able to do that, just stay on schedule, take care of the football. I really don't see the Broncos winning this football game. Like I
Yeah,
just don't.
yeah, like offensively, the Broncos play ugly football. It is not like unless you're a Broncos fan, I don't see how anybody enjoys watching that offense play because there's nothing that they do well. However, they are winning these games, which is how they were able to get the 1 seed. I just think that offensively, the Bills can do what y'all say, which is hold on to the ball, have long drives, chew up the clock, 4 points, but you cannot turn the ball over. You cannot give this Broncos team extra possessions.
Hey Pop, I could think of one person that's not a fan of the team that definitely watches and enjoys watching that offense. Shout out to Letch, your
Oh,
Saints brethren. Your Saints brethren over there.
Oh man, that's
Nah,
crazy.
me and him, we got into many arguments this season about Bo Nix and the bumminess in which he is. So
Yeah, I
I,
don't
I
know,
need
man.
I need the Broncos to get bounced.
And what's
think
your
he
agenda
can't
against the
come down to
Broncos?
like
You think I want to see Sean Payton prosper? Fuck
Oh
that.
yeah, I completely forgot about that. That's right. That's right.
I do think though there's something too, because the game is in Denver, right? Like
Yep.
you were talking about how you don't think that the Bills are a team that you can come back against late, right? My only caveat to that would be when you're playing at that elevation, like, some guys can't deal with that. It causes fatigue. We see it more in the NBA, more so like, or they talk about it more, I would say, in the NBA than they do in the
You do it on
NFL.
a
But
short week too.
yeah, like it could definitely have an effect on the game, especially late, right? Like early, everybody's energized, but late in the game, when you've been getting hit all day and you playing at that elevation, and it's hard to breathe already. Like I guess I could see the Broncos being able to pull the game out late, but I just don't. I don't have them winning. I mean, they're gonna have to show me at this point, basically.
I mean, to me though, it's like it's one thing you're down by 7-3 or 7 points. That's fine. Like I mean, you can go the duration of the game with the Bills being behind by one possession, but I just think if you go down 14 points in that second half, like they're just gonna take the air off the football, man. They're gonna run the ball with James Cook and Ray Davis, and if Todd, I don't know if Todd Johnson playing, they're
he's
gonna run it
playing.
with them. Oh, he's playing, so they're gonna run it with their trio of backs, bro. And you're just like, even if they don't get score points, if they're up by 2 touchdowns, like it's just gonna limit the amount of possessions because it's just not gonna be enough time. And then I mean, like I mean, also like I don't view the Broncos as a quick strike offense. So it's just like they're going to have to kind of matriculate the ball down the field, which is going to take up more time. And if you're down by 14 minutes, I mean 14 minutes by 14 points, Like, I just don't think they have the kind of offense that's going to be able to come back in that kind of game with how the Bills are going to play. And so that's what I'm saying. Like, a touchdown, cool. A field goal they're down by, cool, whatever. But 2 possessions, I don't think they can come back from that.
Yeah. No,
I think this.
I
Oh,
feel
go
you.
ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I think this is a close game. My problem with it, like I know everybody like out on both Knicks, but I think the receiving problems that like they have in Buffalo right now is disturbing. Like if you take Khalil Shakur away, right? Brandon Cooks has been a little bit of an inspiration. He's been able to do some things in his game, but like, what happens if you know what I mean? He's not able to be explosive. Like, can they score enough points? Can they get off to a good enough start that they keep you know Denver in a slump? Like, because I don't trust the 3 wide receivers they got active today. I'm sorry. Like outside of Khalil Shakir, I don't really
But that's where the tight
I
ends
don't
come
really
into
trust
play.
Keon Coleman though. I
Yeah,
mean, when
but
the
that's
last
where the
time you
tight ends
seen
come.
like
But the
who
tight
was the
end,
last one of them to have a good game? Like Dalton
yeah,
I
Kincaid,
mean,
Dawson
Shakur
Knox.
had a
Like
good game last week.
I'm talking about out of the tight
okay,
ends,
no,
tight ends.
okay, I'm hearing what you're saying, like Smith, right? Because that has been a point of conversation I've talked about all this season is the tight end play for the Bills. However, when you're in a playoff situation, you're gonna use all your personnel, and I think they understand the deficiencies that they have at the wide receivers position. They've been dealing with it all season. But this is also why I think that they have been working their tight ends into the game. If you look at the last 4 games of the regular season, you're seeing that. You saw that in the Jacksonville game. Like you saw Kincaid getting some work. You saw Knox getting some work. So this is how the tight ends are going to play a factor in this game.
I mean,
Yeah.
I get it, but don't you think the Bills are probably going to come out more with heavy personnel packages in this game anyway? Because I don't think the offense line is great this year. Derek, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but
It's about the
not
same from
terrible,
last
but it's
year.
not great.
It's
And I
about the
think,
same. They're they're
and
they're they're top 10 in pretty much every stat.
and I
Mm.
think they're going to run a lot of 12 and 13 because
Yeah.
I mean, like
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm
because I mean,
saying.
like,
You
They're
got to
running
give
because
those
I mean,
jumbo.
they
guys
got
help.
Yeah.
Kincaid
They're
and Knox, but then they drafted Hawes out of Georgia Tech, and Hawes has been really good, not just in the run game but the pass game.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I would look to them playing a lot of 13, to be honest.
That's what we did last year in the playoffs. We just, I mean, yeah, so we did last year against them. I mean, for the most part, I mean, I think they've added like one additional key piece on the defensive line, but we pretty much just ran a lot of jumbo and we just ran the ball, just ran it down their throat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
mean
that's what you got
that's
to
what I
do. Run the
expect.
football and quick passing game. Like, because Denver, they're only 17th in the league against quick passing. So, like, that's the one weakness of the defense. If you're looking at it, to me at least, it's just getting the ball out quick. I think they're susceptible to that. But yeah, that and running the football, I think, is the clear path for the Bills to win this football game.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
and I think as far as that, like we'll give the other side too. I think for Denver to win the game, I think they got to slow down James Cook in the run game. Because I don't foresee any way of them winning other than at least doing that first. And then I also think like you need Bo Nix to make about 4 or 5 big time throws, in my opinion. In in this game for them to be successful, and I think that's a pathway. And they could try to turn over the Bills. I mean, Josh has not really been turning over the ball at all in the playoffs recently. So that might be a tall task to do, but I think if they could do those 3 things, I think they have a chance to win.
Denver scores about 1 in every 5 times they run the football in the red zone.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's top 5 in the NFL. It's 22.2% touchdown rate on rushes.
So is
In the
that with
red
the
zone.
running backs, or that's the running backs and both all put
That's
together?
just rushes in the red zone.
Okay. I mean, because I know they like to run Bo in the red zone a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
So
think
what's
that
everybody's score prediction?
I think I got this. I think I got it like 27, like a 27-21 kind of game or a 27-24 kind of game, but I got it for the Bills.
Yeah, that's kind like JMIK kind of said the score that I had for this game for the Bills, going for the Bills. Like I think it honestly, I think it's the first team that gets to 30 can win this game. So whoever that team is, I think they're gonna get this dub. But I'm gonna give the advantage to the Bills because, like I said, Bo Nix got to show me that he can win a pressure game like this. He don't have to show me because I just don't believe.
I got it. 2017 Broncos.
Okay.
Yeah, I got 24. I'll go 24-17.
Cool.
Broncos. Well, I mean, not Broncos, Bills. Well, my fault.
Where's Smitty go?
Oh, I'm here, bro. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here, bro.
Oh.
I don't know. 16-10 Broncos. I think that's about right. 16-10, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like I was trying to explain, like I don't trust the receivers. Like Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox had a total of like 50 yards last week. Like, and they still had the same amount of receivers they have in this week. Like, and one of those receivers is dead because I just like I got that much respect for Pat Surtain that if he lock in and he following somebody, they dead. They done. That's over with. I think their best option is probably gonna have to be working in the slot against the Riley dude, Riley Moss. He give up a lot of penalties. That right there is like, to me, where they're gonna have to go with the ball a lot in this game. And I just think that pass rush, like once you have to like set up some of those plays, that pass rush for the Broncos against that line, I think they're gonna be able to get home a few times.
Yeah, they got one of the best pass rushes in the league. Something that you don't want to do. You don't want to throw the football 35, 40 times against that team. They'll kill you every time. Go ahead.
Oh no, I just said, like, for some weird reason, I got a feeling like this game gonna be high scoring. I don't know why. Like I can't explain it to you, but I mean, the Denver got a good defense. I mean, the Bills' pass defense is the best pass defense in the league. I know their run defense has been much maligned, but I mean, from what I hear from Bill fans, it's gotten better over the last 5 to 6 weeks. But I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like the offense is gonna cook, and I just think there's gonna be a bunch of points scored in this game.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. But I got the Bills 27-20. One key thing too, we got Ed Oliver back. So that's huge for our defensive line. Deion Walker's been playing one tech the entire time. Hopefully Deion Walker can now start to play a little bit more three, so we can start to utilize him in the pass rush. But no, I mean, this is a game where once again, if we can cause pressure, I don't trust Bo Nix to throw to be efficient under duress. He's one of the worst quarterbacks in the league against under duress. So you can start to pressure him a little bit. We mix in our coverage rotations. Once again, utilize disguise cover 2, disguise cover 3 like we did against Bo Nix last year. What he's honestly one of the worst quarterbacks against this year again. So there's not that much of a difference. I think you can go ahead and limit him. So I got the Bills 27-20. Think their defense is going to make plays, man. Their defense is going to, I don't think they're going to create turnovers, but what's almost the result of a turnover is by getting the offense good field position. So their defense is going to go ahead and make some plays. But ultimately, I think James Cook in this running game bounces back. I do not trust the size of Denver in this game, even though I think that statistically on paper they're very good. They're just small. They're small and they don't play stack on the D line. So give it the Bills 27-20.
All right. Z and Simo, y'all up.
And real quick, man, for everybody watching, drop y'all predictions in the chat.
Yeah, predictions in the chat. Hold on. Z, you there?
You rang?
Simo, you there?
Yeah, I'm present. What's up?
Yeah, You up? Your game up. Go
Oh,
ahead.
okay. I mean, I guess y'all want the higher seed to speak first. That's fair. It's finna be cold as piss. Bring your scuba gear. Bring all your thermals. I think we established the run game. We didn't get the run game as well as we wanted in the game fully, but in the second half we turned it up. Um, I really think too. What I like about Ben Johnson and Caleb Williams when it comes to mistakes that they make on a weekly basis, they truly try to correct them, especially with how slow the offense was in the first half. I don't think we see that again. I think we come out with more of an aggressive attitude. Um, my main worries, if any, is just slightly Theo Benedict, but we do have Braxton Jones who was activated on IR, so he's our backup. And Rome, he said he has a nagging foot injury with that stress fracture still, but he's gonna play till he can't play no more. So I said, salute to you. Outside of that, though, I've already said how I feel about our defense. If they can figure out how to just use the scheme to their advantage and to slow down Puka and company, I think we can win that game again. Because even though Dobbs had 100 yards, Matthew Golden had like 70 something yards, they still found a way to get through and make significant stops. So we just got to go out there, punch them in the mouth. Sean McVay has never won a Soldier Field. Let's keep that tradition alive.
I do have a question for you. Y'all
Mm-hmm.
tend to start slow most of
Mm.
this year. Y'all start slow.
Yeah.
Y'all don't play well. Y'all don't really lock in until the second half of the game. Do you
Right.
think this Rams team, with the offensive power that they do play with, is a team that you guys can do those second half comebacks that y'all have been able to do?
I mean, we weren't supposed to do it with the Packers, and we've had to do that multiple times with other teams. Not as strong as the Rams, I'll give you that. I agree. But
Mm-hmm.
the fact that I've seen it replicated so much and at such a high clip and a successful clip at that, it would be hard for me to be like, oh, I don't think we can do it again. Obviously, I don't want that. Of course, I want us to be it'll be either close to being a shootout or we'll be able to just, have a solidified lead. But if it comes down to that, I do have this is a team that plays until the very last second, so I do got faith that if it gets kind of ugly, we can adjust and come back. My thoughts on it though. Um, it's our house, so don't be asking whose house. It's our house. It's our bear cave, nigga.
Bear down, literally, bear is gonna be
Yeah,
down.
yeah, bear down.
Um,
Yeah,
but I mean, Chicago's they're a great team, man. I mean, they made it this far. Hats off to y'all, man. But
likewise.
um, I think that the slow starts, Caleb's not being able to get started early is probably going to be an issue. I mean, I think if you look at their running game, they're efficient as hell. But if you're looking at them with their box count when they stack the box, they're not good. For us, I think that the way you attack them is make Caleb uncomfortable early and often by getting pressure from up the middle and from the inside out, basically. And their defense, passing wise, they gave up I think 13 touchdowns. So they can be had. I just think that we kind of had some lapses in our coverage also because of some guys that we had out. But overall, I think that we kind of fixed that, and I think we come out with the win, 28-23, Rams win. But I got to get going. Oh yeah, but one more thing. Devontae Adams against the Bears, he does nasty things to you guys. So
You using another team's stats, nasty. Get out their cabinet.
I mean, it's still the same player, right?
Get
I
out their
mean,
cabinet. It's a different team, nigga.
okay.
He 0-1 against the Bears. Stop playing with us when he in the
Hey,
Rams
hey,
jersey.
man.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hey, man. We
Yeah,
gonna
you
see
ain't.
about that Sunday. We gonna see about that Sunday.
I
We
don't
gonna
care.
write.
Hey, I
We
don't
gonna
care
write
how
all the
long he been
wrongs.
here. Bring it down.
But nah, man. I
Hey,
think we get the
he
dub.
can beat us in the Rams jersey. My bad. Go
You
ahead,
said
man.
what?
I
You
said,
said
hey,
what?
Devontae ain't beat us in the Rams jersey. That's all I'm gonna say.
All
Yeah.
right, man. You can hang your hat on that, just like you was trying to hang your hat on the last one you got, well, a
Listen,
couple
bro.
years
Look,
ago.
you go. Hey,
But
look. If y'all want me to stop saying good things about my team, y'all gonna have to kill me or we lose. So hey,
hey,
either beat me or kill me. It's simple.
hey, my intro was bear down, so a
Hey, you
bear
know
is
what,
going to
man?
be
You know,
down,
you put
shot
a.
down, stabbed up,
I'm gonna
whatever,
ask
however you want to look at
my weekly question. You put a ram and a bear in a cage. What's gonna happen?
it. Help the bear,
Nope. Lamb chops, nigga.
help the
Lamb
bear,
chops.
help the bear. Okay.
Lamb chops, nigga.
Nah, man, but ultimately, I see us advancing. But to get out of here, I gotta go. No, dispatcher's been calling me for a while now. But yeah, man, I think we come out with the dub. Snow or no snow, doesn't matter.
Hey, for sure.
I'll be seeing you, brother.
Thanks for coming
I,
through, Z.
I see you next week, little nigga.
Ah, that's two. Not
Oh,
not one, but that's two. That's two you guaranteeing, sir. That's interesting. I wouldn't want to see us again, though, either. I understand. We was only about 6 inches
Oh,
away
brother.
from getting a game-winning touchdown. I understand. But like I said, the league want to see Brock versus Caleb is must-see TV. Brock versus Caleb round 3. I'm just saying, come on. Come on.
Keyword almost.
So real
Oh,
quick,
but yeah,
just
man,
to
almost.
add
appreciate y'all having me on. I'll catch y'all later.
All right,
All
All right,
right,
brother.
for
brother.
sure,
Appreciate you.
Z.
Yeah, yeah.
some context to this whole Bears defense thing, because Bears secondary,
It's
22nd in the
mm-hmm,
league versus the deep pass,
mm-hmm.
giving up 61 plays of 20 plus yards on the season.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey Dre,
I think
you could give me all of them numbers. I've been telling you what I've been saying. They ass. They've
well,
been ass the
look,
whole season.
Now, how
I
many
think if
interceptions
the
they got?
Rams want to win this football game,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
they're gonna have to hit explosives and stop the run.
But you know who
If
leads the
you
league in
think if
explosive
you
plays?
Ooh,
Chicago.
my my word.
Ain't that about a blip?
Oh
look,
my
they gonna have to. I
goodness.
mean, I don't think that
Mhm.
I don't think the Rams win the football game, but I see a path for them to win.
They're gonna get points. Like I've accepted they're going to get points because no matter how good your secondary is, Puka and Devontae and Matt Stafford, that's a motherfucking trio when it comes to just getting the ball down the field. They know how to move the ball on the field. Sean McVay is a hell of a play caller. We about to witness offensive chess between Ben and Sean McVay. My thing is this though, both these defenses can be had because I was watching the Rams game the first week of the playoffs. That nigga Durant, that boy Durant was getting toe up from the flow up in that secondary. For the Rams starting cornerback, he can be had. And we have Colston Loveland, who is literally breaking records. He's 21 years old doing this shit.
Mm.
Luther Burden having a hell of a second half of the season. He's making a name for himself. Even when he's not 100%, you still got to respect Rome and his game getting down the field. He was the one that caught that game-changing pass on the 4th and 8th throw by Caleb. So you got to respect my wide receiver core at the end of the day.
For sure. But I don't. Do you think y'all really gonna throw the ball a lot in this foot? Like I think you lean on a run game in this football game.
I'm glad you asked. You happen to remember that game-winning play that Caleb threw against the Packers to DJ Moore? He was throwing into 20-mile-per-hour wind on that pass, and it was a dot.
We gonna hear that motherfucker out. Trust and believe. That ain't never an issue. It's just a matter of are we gonna do what we need to do in the first half and lock the fuck in. We can play from behind. Obviously, that's not how you want to do it, especially in the playoffs. Even I said that, hey, that whole comeback fourth quarter, close game, whatever shit. Excuse me, that can only last you so long. You know what I'm saying? You got to come out and show niggas, hey, we can go from quarter one to quarter four, not just quarter four. I appreciate the quarter four, lock in, but I'd rather just have us play all four quarters and get a definitive win outright. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
I was just asking because they miss a lot of tackles, man.
Yeah.
You have a lot of success running the football. It's just, I guess, you can say if you get your playmakers in space with the football, like it doesn't really matter how you get those playmakers in space.
Right.
But that is probably my biggest concern for the Rams is just how many tackles they miss. They miss one in every 4 tackles.
And
that's bad.
That's bad. I gotta give my defense some credit because it's weird with how questionable, to put it nicely, how questionable our secondary is. We've been having a lot of success lately with the run stuff. Like Josh Jacobs last week, 19 carries for 55 yards. Like we shut that run game down completely. And in a system where, or in a weather game where, like you said, you might not be able to throw the ball, but if you can't run the ball, well, shit, you got to try to move the ball on the field some way, somehow, right? And Matt Stafford is always good for at least one interception, right? That's what Certified said one time. I'm just quoting
Oh,
him.
he gonna give you an opportunity.
You feel me? So
yeah, but that hold on.
Yeah, but what?
JMIK, you muted. Hold on, because if they're, that's why I said they got to try to hit the
Come on, brother,
explosives in
gather
this
yourself.
football game.
Okay.
I'm just
Jay,
saying they gotta hit the explosives because in this football game, like if their secondary can be had, right? And Matthew Stafford doesn't throw a lot of picks, throwing the
What's the
ball down the
chances
field.
of that? Well, Samuel, what was your turnover to what was it? Turnover differential? What was it?
Matthew Stafford has
our
one
turnover differential, I believe we had the
interception.
highest in the league. Let me look it up.
Matthew Stafford has one interception
That was top
on
5 in picks,
passes
some shit
of
like that.
20 or
We
more
led the
yards
league
on
in
the season.
turnovers and picks and fumbles.
What?
I'm just telling you, Stafford, he's only thrown one pick.
Listen,
Throwing
man,
deep all
this the thing
season.
about Stafford. Is he in the
yeah,
Matrix or was it me?
no,
I
it might
found
be
that the
you.
Chicago Bears had the highest positive turnover differential in the 2025 season, leading with a margin of plus 11. The
I'll
next
say
closest person was
this.
plus 7.
I'll say
I
this.
mean, look,
Like Matthew Stafford, you want to be able to give him a run game because if you do cause him to pass for 30, 40 times, he's gonna give it up at least once or twice in that. He's very much so a risk taker. He think, oh, my guy down there, he can beat y'all, and the DB just makes a great play. So I don't know. I think both quarterbacks have the potential to be. It's gonna be who is the quarterback that's gonna really take this game. Who is it gonna be? Because like I said, Caleb, it hit the first half of that game. It was not good, but he did play better.
And my thing is this too, Pop, and I've been seeing this a lot as of late, and I really need people to start watching football again. Someone made a tweet the other day where they said, oh, if Matt Stafford wins the MVP and wins the Super Bowl championship, he's a top 5 quarterback all time. And I say, I understand y'all like the man, and don't get me wrong, I learned to like him after he left Detroit, but you have got to stop rewriting that Detroit part of his career because he had bad moments in Detroit as well. Y'all think, oh, wait, they never built around him, and he only had Calvin. That's cool. I get that, but he had multiple seasons where he was having 11 plus, 12 plus interceptions, like during the season, a lot. So you can't only take the Rams part of his career and be like, oh, look at this great quarter. No, you got to take the whole career. And he has some boneheaded ass plays, and that's okay.
Yeah, so I'm just looking at like when I look at this game, like I think this game has the biggest variance of the weekend. Like I think, I mean, this game could be a blowout in one fashion. It could be a one possession game. I think the weather really impacts the game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no slight on Caleb or Matthew Stafford, because I mean they both have strong arms. I mean they both can cut the ball through the wind, so I'm not really worried about that. But when the kind of temperatures you're talking about, like I don't care if you're from the cold weather or not. Like it don't mean you want to be playing in sub-degree wind chill sub-degree temperatures. Like that don't make it any better. Yeah,
if
like,
you ever caught a football in that type of weather, like it feels like you're catching a brick. That shit is it's not cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's not fun to play in, and so I mean, for the Rams, I think it's more of an issue because the Bears they live in this shit. So did
you see that report, JMIK?
And what's the report?
They said that the Bears players said that Ben Johnson he turned the heaters off and had him practicing in the cold all week.
Well, I mean, that's what we do up in New England. Like them niggas practice outside all the time. They don't practice inside.
Yeah, hell yeah.
What's the purpose? If you play outside, why the hell would you practice inside?
Exactly.
That don't make sense. So it's just like you got to give the Bears an advantage for actually having to practice and play in that kind of weather.
Yes,
but to me, I mean, this game comes down to, I don't even think it comes down to the quarterbacks. I think it comes down to who runs the ball better. Because I mean, both of these teams are actually, I think they're top 10 in, like rushing yards per game. Yep. So I mean, like they both got pretty good rushing attacks. I feel as if the Rams get away from it at times and they get pass happy. But that's how I view it. Like I just think whoever runs the ball better is going to win. And if I'm gonna say that's the difference, then I got to go with the Bears because the Bears got the better offensive line, and I feel like they got the better running back room. Like Kyron, like I love Kyron to death, and he great. But the problem is, like, you're dealing with Swift and Monungai. When you put them two guys together, that's a good 1-2 combo. And not to say that, Kyron and Corum is not a good combo. I just like the combo in Chicago better. And I just think, like, if this game was in LA, I'd probably pick LA because it would be, being a stadium that's covered and the weather would be perfect, which favors the Rams. I mean, the conditions, they don't favor the Rams. So I'm gonna go with the Bears in a 3-point game.
Low scoring?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, like these type of sub-degree type of games, like typically you don't score a lot of points in like in these type of games.
Yeah, because it's deeper than just catching a football. Because it's hard enough to catch a football in the cold, right? But planting, kicking, all of it becomes harder in the cold. Even just carrying a football becomes harder in the cold.
And you don't want to get hit in this kind of weather either, man.
Hell no.
I mean, yeah. Because the thing is, like, if you ever play football in like cold weather, you don't want to get hit in that kind of weather. I've done it. I'm telling you, you don't want to get hit. You sometimes you don't even want to hit people because that shit even hurt. It is just like the shit is not. It's not a like playing in snow is one thing because like snow is kind of fun or whatever. You got the snow, you can slip and slide, whatever, cool, whatever. But when it's this cold, that shit not fun.
27-20 Bears.
You think that many points gonna get scored?
27-20. Okay.
Hey, my last prediction was I said 28-24. It was 31-27. That's close.
What's the over-under in this game? Anybody know?
I could check it.
I couldn't tell you. Probably
like 38. The over-under in this game is 48.5. It's actually high.
Oh, wow.
It's actually the highest of the weekend, actually.
Wow.
Different. It's different, bro.
Yeah. I mean, if I was a betting man, I would take the under.
Under.
I mean, hey,
he's gonna hit.
If we saying both these defenses can be had, I don't know about the under. I think it might be. I think it could get to that 40 ball combined.
I mean, they can be had, but then when you add in the conditions, it's just like,
hey man, look, hey, what did Jalen Hurts say? Rain, sleet, or snow, Bears trying to go. So
On the side was a funny dude, man.
I'm just saying, brother. Yeah. I think we gonna get him. I think both teams are good. Like between both teams, I think the lowest amount of points they could both put up is 20. That's what kind of game I think is gonna be. Honestly, I truly do.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, I would say 30-23 Bears is my score prediction.
I got a 23-17 Rams.
That's how you feel, twin? All right, bet.
Listen.
I'm gonna just take that as Cali bias and leave it at that,
No. Dennis Allen hate.
Oh, so it's Dennis Allen hatred. Got you. Copy. I hear you.
21-23 Rams.
You just a hater, you know that?
But I hate the Rams. Listen. Wait. Everybody on the show know I hate the Rams more than I hate anybody else. Shit, and I'm giving them a dub.
Mm-hmm. So you hate them more than
listen.
And you hate them more than the Niners?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, you had to think about that one.
Just asking.
No, I didn't have to think about it for sure.
I'm just saying, bro.
This is what I think. Gonna happen, JMIK. This is I think it's gonna be a 21-20 game. Bears are gonna be up, and I think Matthew is gonna be able to get them in field goal range. Oof. Now, if they miss that field goal, Bears win 21-20. You know what I mean? But I think that's how it's gonna go down. I think it's gonna be a close game up to the end, really entertaining. It's gonna come down to if Matthew Stafford, because it always comes down to if Matthew Stafford can get them down in the scoring range. So I think that's what's gonna happen. And then I think that's just gonna be the situation. I think it's gonna be 21-20 down to the end. I think they get a game-winning field goal.
I'm just saying, Smitty, you beat the Rams this year and you lost to us. I see the bias, but it's cool. I hear you, brother. I hear you.
Nah, I really didn't want to give it. I really would have said tie, but it's the playoffs.
That's impossible, brother. Impossible.
Yeah. The game can at the time the playoffs. That's just it's not even.
Yeah, if it wasn't the playoffs, I wouldn't have picked neither one of you nasty niggas. Okay,
that's crazy.
Give me 17-13 Bears.
Real nigga.
I think it's gonna be a low scoring game.
Mm-hmm.
I could see a defensive touchdown being the turning point in this football game. I think it'll be close. I think both teams have one successful drive in the game where they're able to punch in for a touchdown. I think both are going to have to settle for a field goal at some point. I don't think there's going to be a lot of scoring. I think the tipping point will be either a special teams touchdown or a defensive touchdown. And I think that's what decides it.
I just wanted to say too, not to get too far ahead, but if we do win and some other things happen in the AFC, hey, JMIK, we could see history repeating itself with a Bears Patriots Super Bowl.
What's not gonna happen? History ain't gonna repeat itself. If I see you there, I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat you.
Montez sweat for a touchdown just like William Perry. I'm just saying,
and you go to hell with that.
Ooh, that should have been.
Football said he got the Texans winning it all. Hey, the Tuscaloosa Texans. I'm not mad at it, man.
Bro, that defense can only take you so far, respectfully.
Yeah.
That offense got to do something. Like, because we had this conversation. I forgot whose space it was, but somebody said they were talking about who do you trust more, Brock or CJ? And like, oh, CJ. I said, look, don't get me. I said Brock. I mean, Bo Nix. Excuse me, my bad. They said Bo or CJ. I said, look, I understand your dislike of Bo Nix. I dislike him as well. But if I'm looking at last week and seeing what CJ did, to sit there and say I can confidently trust him over Bo Nix going into this next week as a quarterback, bro, between the both of them playing, I think that's disingenuous because the man had almost 6 turnovers total. He had 2 picks and 2 fumbles lost, right? And then he had 2 additional fumbles that they recovered. To sit there and be like, oh, I can trust that, man, hell no. Nah. And they didn't get their second touchdown until their defense got a stupid score. And that was 4 quarters. It was 7-6. I can't trust that fully.
I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, that like you
I
got to be
don't
honest.
either.
But I mean, it
Um,
sounds like it sounds like we're ready to go to the last game of the weekend. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're gonna start this off last game of the weekend. I mean, like we're saving the best for last. Texans at Texas. I'm gonna put a little sauce on it now. Put a little sauce on it. But I mean, it's Texans at Patriots. I mean, it's the game in New England. It's supposed to snow. It's going to be a snow game Sunday at 3 o'clock. So I mean, that's what the conditions are. Man, I've been in these Twitter streets, man, all week, man. I've been, me behind, enemy lines. I've been in the Texas spaces. I actually got clipped a couple times. I see some joints on the timeline. But I mean, like that's what the playoffs do to you, man. I mean, you kind of get a little wild in these, streets sometimes. But I mean, just to just to be real about it, to be serious. I mean, the Texas defense, I do respect their defense. And I told them that, but I've been saying that all season. Like, I think they got the best defense in the league, and I don't think it's that close. I mean, to be honest. But I think talking about this game, like it always reverts back to me talking about the Texans defense and my offense, and that's like it reverts back to that 95% of the time. And I'm not going to talk about that right now because that's been talked out. Like their defense is good. I mean, we're the second scoring offense in the league. We're top 10 in third down conversions, number one in fourth down conversions. That's what my offense does. But I mean, we average just under 30 points a game. We're not scoring 30 points in this game. And I told my fan base that's not. I'd be very surprised if we score 30. If we score 30, this is a blowout because I don't think they have the capability to score that many points against my defense. So I mean that's on that side, but like the side that intrigues me more is the Texans offense versus my defense. In case y'all don't know, my defense is 6th against the run. We have a top 10 passing defense. Don't really pressure the quarterback that much. I think our pressure rate is like middle of the pack of the league. I think we're like somewhere between 15 to 18 in the league in terms of pressure. So we don't get pressure. I mean, like in the pressure that we do get comes from the interior. That's Christian Barmore and Milton Williams. That's where our pressure comes from. I mean, like our edges are not really going to get instant pressure. Like those guys are going to get coverage sacks or they'll get pressure due to the fact that you got to either double team Barmore or Milton Williams. I mean, so you got to pick your poison. I mean, like which one you going to double team, and then off of that, they're going to get one-on-one matchups. Obviously, teams are not going to chip those guys. There's no point in that because it's not the Texans, edges. It's like it's not Will Anderson and and a Danielle Hunter. So you don't got to chip those guys. So I mean, my guys got to win their battles. I mean, to me, the pathway for the Texans to win this game offensively is they got to run the ball with Woody Marks and Chubb. Like I think they've got to run the ball successfully to like for us to respect it, and then they run play action off of that. I do realize Nico not playing. I mean, that's he got ruled out yesterday for the concussion. I mean, like praise up to him, man, because I don't ever want to see. I mean, players get hurt, and obviously he got hurt to the extent in that Pittsburgh game that he got carted off the field. So I mean, praise up to him. I mean, like, I hope he get better. But he's not going to be there. So I mean, the focus for us is going to be on limiting Christian Kirk, and I mean limiting Jaden Higgins. I mean, like those are the two guys that I'm trying to limit. Like my team is one of the worst teams against running backs and tight ends, so I expect Schultz to get off. I would even throw a bet in there like Stover's the backup tight end. Stover played with CJ at Ohio State. I would take him for either 10 or 15 yards because I think he's going to get it. I mean, so if I was Kaylee, that's who I'd be throwing to, primarily the tight ends and the running backs, and I would mix it up. I mean, obviously I'd mix in Higgins and Kirk and Hutchinson as well. But that would be my game plan. And also, I feel as if the Titans, they would have the Texans need to score on defense. I mean, because if my team scores anywhere near 20 points, it's going to be hard for them to keep up with us unless they turn over Drake or they get a fumble or some type of pick six or scoop and score. So that's kind of how I see the game. Score I have for the game is 20-13. Obviously, Patriots. And I look forward to a good game. I mean, and like I've been talking about this game all week, man. I'm kind of talked out at this point. Like I'm just ready for them to lace it up, line it up, and play this game.
Yeah, JMIK, to your point, like I think for me, the key to this game is what CJ are we gonna get? Are we gonna get that turnover CJ who was loosey goosey with the football last week? Because I don't think this is a team that Texas can get away with turning the ball over that many times. Because I do feel like y'all have a better offense that y'all can take advantage of those turnovers and get more than 6 points out of it. So like CJ has to protect the football. Like take the sack. It's okay, take the sack. But just don't give the ball up to give a offense extra possessions in the game. So CJ has to play better in my opinion.
Oh,
For
and
the
I
Texans to
agree.
have a shot, because I do think the defense will do what they need to do. But CJ just has to play better.
And I actually think both quarterbacks are going to play better in this game than they did last week. I can't anticipate a man turning over the ball almost four times, and he had was it two interceptions and he lost two. Like I just
Two fumbles. Yeah.
yeah, two fumbles. I
With
just
a
can't
total of 4
expect.
fumbles. Yeah,
Four, but he only lost two though, right?
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just like I told some Texas fans earlier in the week, I'm not going into this game expecting that similar production of turnovers. Like I'm not going to go into a game like that. I do think Drake going to throw one pick, and like I said it on this podcast last week. I said 250, 2 touchdowns and a pick. He didn't quite get the 2 touchdowns. He should have had the 2 touchdowns. I mean, like he missed Hooper and the end zone, which would made me right.
Mhm.
But yeah, like Drake, I feel like Drake gonna throw, like they're gonna get pressure on him, maybe a batted ball or just a high throw, because Drake has the propensity to throw high balls, pause. That's just early in the game what he does. And so I think the Texans are gonna get a pick. I mean, now like what they do with that pick is up to their offense.
I think a key in this football game, and I am going back to the other side just for a minute. But it's actually a positive for you guys, JMIK, not about their defense being super elite. Is Drake May? I mean, he's a pretty good runner, right? He
Yep.
has some athleticism to him, and if you look at it, the defense allows 9.2 yards per scramble. What that tells me is that those edges, they get a lot of sacks, right? Because they get after the quarterback, but they also at times over pursue a little bit. Right? I mean, allows guys to step up and get those easy yards. I think if they can't maintain rush integrity in this football game, it'll be difficult for them to get your offense off the field. So if they can't stay disciplined, I don't see that. I don't see a path to them winning. And it's not always the most fun to watch or to even play, right? Because I mean, you're an edge rusher. You want to get after the quarterback. You want to get those sacks. You want that pressure, but you have to do it in a controlled manner, because if not, a guy like a Drake May is going to make you pay if you over pursue, right? He'll pick up those 5, 6, 7 yards, and it doesn't sound like a lot, but within the context of a football game, I mean, that's basically a drive mover, a 5, 6, 7 yard gain. So I think that's going to be important in this football game, and I don't think they're going to be able to do it. I think Drake will probably have 2 or 3 big time runs in this game. I don't think he's going to use his legs a whole lot, but it's going to be the moments that he uses his legs. I think it's going to be key moments, and I also just don't trust CJ to not.
Mm-hmm.
But I also
I'm
think
trying to figure out how to say it.
to not do some boneheaded, because I was gonna say just to your point too, that like don't get me wrong, and I'm definitely not downplaying the Patriots D line, but they was having their way with that Chargers O line last week, and I think the general consensus has been like the Texans O line isn't that hot either. So I definitely think if they can get pressure on CJ and make him feel skittish, or just make him question whatever the hell he's doing, yeah, he gonna mess something up and either try to make a play that's not there or just lose the ball. So the Patriots defense is very opportunistic from what I've seen these last few weeks. They definitely gonna make a way to get the ball back to them or make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. So
yeah, and I mean, I was just going to add, like, when it comes to CJ, like, I know CJ doesn't run a lot, but I think that's one of the keys to the game, too. Like, I don't think we're going to get a bunch of pressure on him, but when there are times like that. I mean, he can scramble and he can pick up key yards. Maybe it's like a 3rd and 4, and we're playing man press on that particular down, and he got a chance to run 4 yards and get the first down. I think he's got to take those opportunities, because a lot of people don't expect him to run, but he has the ability to do so. So, I mean, if I'm him or I'm his OC, I would advise him that if it's there to run the ball, do it.
I agree. And to add to the point Dre was making, the Patriots like to play keep away. They like to have long drives. They like to chew up clock. And with Drake May being able to get those key first downs that allow them to methodically move down the field, I think the Patriots offense can dominate just time of possession and reduce the amount of times that the Texans are going to be able to have the ball. So I think that's where the turnovers for the Texans defense may have to come into play just to give their offense that time, that opportunity.
I think it'll be a good football game, though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure, yeah.
Like to me, this game and the Bears Rams games, those two games are like my most anticipated to watch because I think of the potential of how good those games could really be.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I think the best game of the weekend might be the first game that you get. It might be that Bills Broncos game. I just got a feeling it's gonna be, well, I won't say best. Like, I think it's gonna be the most exciting game. Like, I think I'm gonna get a lot of scoring. I think it's gonna be up and down. Like, Josh Allen has the, if you look at his playoff games, throughout his career, they tend to be exciting. Whether it was the 13-second Bills and Chiefs game, or I mean, like whether it was like the game last year with was it the game last year with the Chiefs. I mean, he plays a lot of exciting playoff games. So I would say, to me, that might be the most exciting game of the weekend for me.
That's fair. I will say, like, this playoffs this year has been a lot better. Like last year, to me, it was okay. But this year has been a lot of great games so far, and I think that trend will continue.
So Jamari said in the chat, CJ got hurt running last time. I don't think they want him running. So
That is true, though. I mean, that's how he got the concussion. So I mean, he wasn't in the pocket when he got it. He ended up being out for 3 weeks. And I mean, like some people on Twitter would tell you that the offense played better with Davis Mills in there. I don't. I mean, you could view it that way, but I still think CJ is the most talented quarterback on the roster. I just think CJ's fallen into a little rut where he's just not seeing the field. But the problem is, this is not the kind of defense that you don't want to see the field well against. Because I think Justin Herbert fell into the same thing where he wasn't sure what he was looking at. And as the game went on, my DC got more and more aggressive, and he just started sending the house. And then just a stat for people that don't know, CJ is like, these are the 27th or 28th in the league against cover zero. So he's not good against cover zero, and we did run a couple cover zero looks last week. So if I was a Texas fan, I would expect to see a couple cover zero looks in this game.
See, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize he was that bad against cover zero. But if I'm hearing that as a defensive coordinator, like, my ears lit up as a fan. I know a defensive coordinator is hearing that and saying, yeah, we about to cook something up. Because you can throw so many looks at him at that point, right? Because he's always, if you show him pressure and he's bad against pressure, he's always worried about that pressure.
Yeah.
Every time you show it, he's going to be worried about it. Whereas a quarterback like a Tom Brady back in the day, right? He wasn't as worried about the pressure because he'd get rid of the ball pretty fast.
Yeah.
One of the
I think the way the Texas offense is, like, they, at times they want to take deep shots. And so to do that, you got to hold on to the ball longer. And that's when the pressure comes in, becomes a factor.
Yeah, but the problem with that is once a quarterback starts to get rattled, right, and you don't have those easy check downs, those easy just to gimme plays to get them back in a rhythm, that's when players start to spiral. You got to be able to manage it, and if you can't manage that correctly as an OC, I mean, you're not doing your quarterback any favors.
Yeah, but you got to, even some of the greatest like I could bring up Tom Brady, like that's what his demise was in that 2007 Super Bowl. Like, the Giants got pressure early in the game, he never got a chance to settle in, and he was rattled for the game. And I say Tom Brady's the GOAT or whatever, But just because you're the greatest player at the position, don't mean that you can't get rattled in the game. And if it happened early in the game, no matter how great you are, sometimes it's hard to settle back in because once the pressure comes, like the DC is not just gonna not stop sending it or bringing different packages to generate blitzes or pressure. So once you're rattled as a quarterback, the DC not gonna let up. He's gonna be like, oh, the dude's rattled. I'm gonna keep going because I don't want him to get readjusted back into the game. So I mean, but the same go for Drake May too, though. Like if he get rattled early in the game, like you got to do your best to pick yourself back up, because if you can't, I mean, like whether it's CJ or Drake, I mean, we're gonna be in for a long day.
But think of all the different disguises, the looks you can throw at CJ, where he thinks the pressure is coming and it's not, and then instead of like, oh man.
You heard what the Chargers said. They said they were coming out on the defense. I didn't know what the hell they was doing last week.
Well, yeah, because like purely throughout the season, we were a bigger zone team. But in that game, we just ran a lot more man press, coverages. And so like there were situations, I give you this, there were situations where Marcus Jones our slot. There were situations where we were moving guys around so much that man was lined up as the middle linebacker, bro. And I've never seen that throughout the season. Not one time. And so, like, that's just my defense got a lot of flexibility that they weren't really using during the season. And I mean, personally, I hate when people say what I'm about to say. Well, we were saving it for the postseason, because I'm like, I hate when people say that, because it's like a coping mechanism. Oh well, the reason why we're not playing well offensively or defensively is because we're holding back. But literally, that's what they were doing defensively. There were looks that I've watched every game. I've watched film on every game. And I rewatched the game. I'm like, they weren't running this shit in the regular season. Like, and I was like, where was this stuff in the regular season? I was partly mad, but partly happy, because I'm mad we didn't see it, but I'm happy that they saved it for a game that we had to win, and they brought it out for that, and it confused Justin Herbert.
Yeah, that's a fair assessment. I give you that.
But yeah, I mean, we're gonna see, and I'm excited for football, man.
Yeah, me too. I think the score. I think 21-17 Patriots could squeeze out with a win.
I'm gonna go 10-17 Pats.
Very low scoring. Okay.
Yeah, that's low scoring. Yeah. Smitty.
Give me 17-28 Pats.
Damn, almost 30. Okay.
Blowing them out. All right.
Damn, okay. Appreciate you, though. I appreciate that. Certified?
17 Patriots.
I'm gonna go 17-6 Pats.
Damn. Wow. Okay. Appreciate you,
man. Moving away from that game real quick, I did just want to say, y'all be on the timeline and everything too. It's kind of going back to my game, but not really. I love what Ben Johnson is doing for the competitiveness of the league. This whole "we are the world" kumbaya shit, bro. I'm sick of this shit. Like, niggas talking about, it's a real petition saying, "Oh, apologize for saying fuck," man. Hell nah. This rivalry is older than you and me combined. This is 100+ years, dog. We're not supposed to like each other. We're not supposed to do none of this goofy, oh, we gotta chop it up. Man, hell, bro, I'll barely shake your hand and I'll see you at the next one, bum ass nigga. I don't rock with y'all. You are my rivals. Like to this day, I'm only 30 years old. In my 30 years of existence, I never saw a Bears head coach hanging out with the Packers head coach, and Eberflus's bum ass was sitting courtside with LaFleur when he was the head coach. Bro, we don't do that shit, bro. We don't rock with y'all. The only time we go to Wisconsin is to play you bums and leave. Bring back competitive natures. And they talking about, Matt LaFleur, his whole interaction got Sean McVay and Mike LaFleur's brother. Hey, send all your shooters. You gonna miss every single shot. We don't give a damn about none of that. Let me beat a LaFleur 2 weeks in a row. We gonna piss the whole family off. What is you saying?
Nah,
there you go.
nah, that's true talk. Cause like all this soft, like man, that shit weak, bro. That's why I
Bruh.
didn't want Dennis Allen when he apologizing to Arthur Blank. Man, fuck that nigga.
Man. Chill. That's still my coach now, you know. But it's like okay, like let me like Pop. Imagine if like it was imagine if I don't know who you hate most in your division, with the Bucks or the Panthers, whatever. But imagine if
Falcons.
the Falcons. Okay, imagine if Falcons head coach said after Saints, are you gonna sign a petition asking him to apologize? Hell no.
No.
Beat that nigga next year. What you mean? Beat his ass.
No,
Like I said,
like listen, I don't care. Like, bro, listen, I don't care. You can beat me. It's still fuck y'all.
exactly.
It's still fuck. That's just how it is. And
Exactly.
that's why I appreciated seeing that from Ben Johnson, because I do think it's this whole niceness. I don't like that.
It's
Like, bring back
horrible.
division hate. Like that shit. Like, bring that back. Like that, to me, that's what makes some of the best games. That, because it brings out a type of energy in them division
Exactly.
games. And
It
so
makes it
like,
that much better. And
yeah.
then
So
and then the fact that like they must have forgot who our owner is, because he said, "Oh yeah, George backs me up on this too." Y'all thought y'all was finna be, man. George hates you niggas even more than Ben. Come on now, stop it. The hell with y'all.
yeah,
I
man.
think it's we in the AAU era of sports. Everybody too buddy because they all grew up knowing each other
Man,
on these different circuits, right? Like with
yeah.
football, they going to the same camps. They're getting recruited by the same schools. All
Mm-hmm.
these kids know each other already.
Mm-hmm.
Like we just in too much of a buddy era. Whereas back, I'm gonna sound old. I'm not even that old yet, but back when we were younger, it's just people. It was more regional, right? Like so, everybody just didn't
Yeah.
know each other.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, yeah, you met at some point, but you probably met in college, right? Like playing against each other, or at the draft, or whatever, or preparing for the draft. But these guys, they knew each other, but they weren't like buddy. These dudes now, man, they be trying to team up. It's dudes in college right now. I'm not gonna say his name, but it was a tackle who he seen another offensive lineman hit the portal, was still under contract with a school, texting on the timeline talking about, oh yeah, you want to link up and play together in college at another school?
Mm-hmm.
A day later, he was in a portal. That
Crazy.
weak shit. Like I used to want to. I didn't care if you were my friend and you were on the other team. During the game, I hated you.
It's war.
I hated you. Between them lines, we could have been blood. I don't care. It's football. Like it's supposed to be a violent game. Put the violence back in football, man. That's what we need to do. Put some
Hey,
violence back in football. I know it's not going to happen, but that's what we need. League done got too damn
listen.
soft.
Nah, look, okay, one, I agree, but this is why I love our Texans defense. The reason why I love our Texans defense is the way they crack. You gonna pay.
Them
You
Tuscaloosa,
go
Texas. I know, yeah, the Tuscaloosa, Texas.
you gonna pay. You want
Yeah.
that ball? Okay, cool. I'm about to crack it. But the way they do it is within the rules of the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
within the rules of the game, and that's
that's
why I
because they built
love
by
the
Bama, Pop.
physical.
They know what they doing.
I don't give whatever you say, nigga. I don't give like, nah, I just like that type of physicality. So I think it's possible. You just have to have the guys and the D coordinator to be able to get them to play with that type of emotion and shit. But yeah.
Seeing every damn day, I'm seeing. Oh, a lot of people didn't like Ben. Bro, for what? They used to have coaches out there damn near ready to fight back then. What are we talking about, bro? Like this is division rival. I knocked you out. I withheld you from being great and possibly winning a championship. I don't like you. Hey, rest in piss, bozo. Like, what are we talking about? Like, come on, man. Again, let me ask Smitty. If the Cowboys head coach said fuck y'all, whatever, would you sign a petition asking him to apologize?
Nah, my players better punch their team in the face the next year.
Okay, then. That's what I like to hear.
You know who started that?
Ooh.
Ohio State.
Really?
What?
Ohio State. Look. Ohio State 2 years ago got their ass whooped on the field, and then again after the game on the field. And then they tried to get the authorities involved, man. They was trying to ban the flag planting, get people arrested if they try to
Oh, I mean,
do it
they
in the
didn't
future
try.
or
Like they
something
passed
like
that
that.
legislation. Oh, they
Like
definitely
that,
did it.
and my philosophy, even on that, because like it was a big topic at that time, was if you don't want them to plant that flag, then beat them.
Beat them.
Yeah,
Simple
that's
as that.
real.
And it's the same thing in the NFL. You don't want me to talk my talk, then beat me. If you
Simple as
don't
that.
beat me, then you can't tell me I can't talk my talk. Like, what are we doing? Like,
You can't say
this
nothing
is
so we
still
match
a
up
sport.
again.
These are still supposed to be alpha men playing like an aggressive sport. Like, why are we trying to take the aggression out of football? What are we doing?
Like I
Hey,
said,
man.
this whole "we are the world" mentality, man, hell no. It's 32 teams going against each other. It's blood, sweat, and tears, and everything in between. I don't like you niggas. I don't want to like you niggas. Simple.
Facts.
Man.
Look, a lot of people gonna disagree with this. I never understood why Sean Payton got in trouble. Cause what you mean about me? Like what? Like, is it not my goal to take a quarterback out of the game at all times? Like, what are we doing here?
Niggas teams is broke. That's all I heard. Broke ass.
To me, that was soft. To me, I'm like, okay, so he paying dude. I mean, like, what's the issue?
Get your money up. I'm sorry.
Niggas just like I said, bro. It's just niggas just want to have it to where niggas damn near want to see two-hand touch football. That's what I'm getting from this shit. Like, you take that soft shit. If you can't handle the tenacity and the veracity of this game, bro, it's not for you, bro. We used to watch niggas out there getting cracked in Pro Bowls, in Pro Bowl games, dog. Niggas is out there hitting that full
league, man. We gonna start the CTEFL.
You feel me? If you're not causing concussions, you can't play.
It ain't no targeting in the CTEFL. Fuck
you feel me?
We reward targeting. Like, we might actually give you a point for it, man.
You might get an incentive for giving somebody a concussion. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So we openly put bounties on quarterbacks' heads over here. We gonna let you know before the game too. Like, yeah, we got 50 on your head tonight. I hope you make it.
Look, it's just crazy. The amount of booty clapping I seen Packers fans, Detroit fans saying, "Oh, Matt Stafford gets to play the Bears. It's like he's doing it." Bro, get y'all lame asses on, man. We don't want to hear none of that. Y'all in Cancun, enjoy the game on TV like the rest of us, man.
Well, with that being said, we enjoy all these games. There's 4 games this week. It'll be 2 next week. Mm-hmm. Hey man, we're gonna have the 2 winners from the NFC, the 2 winners from the AFC, and they're gonna be on here telling you why they're going to the Super Bowl. So you definitely don't want to miss that. That one gonna get a little spicy. I mean, you fighting for the supremacy of the NFL. So we appreciate y'all for tapping in. Like, comment, subscribe. Hey Pop, get us out of here.
Right before I do the outro, I just want to tell Jamari, Bam Bam Cam was that nigga. I loved when he played football. But subscribe to the YouTube page. Remember to follow the CheckDown Twitter page. Join the CheckDown Twitter community. Always remember to tell a friend, and we'll tap in with y'all next Saturday at 11:15 Eastern Standard Time.
This is the CheckDown. No fluff. No filters. Just football.